What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, it's been a long day. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
very, very long day. First day of school for the kiddos today, man. So it's been a blast. But early start. But how about you, man? How you been?
Pretty good. Played some Madden today. That's
Yeah?
about it. Yeah.
Okay.
They dropped a new Minka card, so that's not bad.
What that Mika card looking like, though?
It's not
What's
bad.
she looking like?
It's
that?
not bad. It's good. 89 overall at this point in the game. It's pretty
Okay.
solid. We didn't need a free safety. He was already 85.
Yeah.
It's called a flashback card. That's kind of the weird thing about it, too. He's only
Okay.
been in the league for 3 years, so what are
Already
we flashing?
back?
Exactly. We're flashing back to 2019.
We're going to flash back to just the prospect of him getting into the NFL.
I guess
Yeah.
so. But no, yeah, things were good today. Pretty solid.
Respect that, man.
Things hectic for you, though.
Yeah, man. We're going to get into my day in a little bit, but I did see it was Bluff Z's birthday today. So I wanted to give him a quick shout out because he was up here early, and shout out to Damo in the house. What's good, my dog? What is good? And can we I know we haven't even really got it going just yet. I mean, we're about 50 seconds into the show right now, but we already got Derek Maria. He was already in the upper. He joined before we even turned on today. So I just got to give a big old shout out and welcome to Derek. Derek, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I am so happy to see you in the building. And I like that question that you already put in the chat. I will be getting to that shortly. But Deke, can I talk to you about something real quick, bro?
Go for it.
Bro, so you see my shirt, right? You like my shirt?
Yeah.
It's really smooth, right? This is that into
It's got some good initials, huh?
Well, you know, I'm an AM guy, and I'm always into being into me, and this is by into the AM. But shout out to them, man. Like I said, man, I love this material, bro.
I think I have the same one, right?
You do. This is the basic, their basic tee, right? This is the navy blue. I like the navy blue. But we also seen I had the graphic tee on last time with the spaceman where I told you I went upstairs, right? And I forgot that it glue in the dark, and it started glowing in the dark. And I freaked out, scared wifey a little bit. But that's what they got. That's the type of material they rock with. And they got a couple deals going on right now, too. Couple of deals.
Let's hear about them.
You know, you got to talk about the deals, right? So the first deal they have going on at Into the AM, on these basic tees like this, you can get 3 of these for $45. I'm talking high quality. It feels good, breathable. I like that. But then also on those graphic tees that we talked about as well for all my researchers, my galaxy travelers out there. 3 for $60 for those. But this is the big kicker because, you know, we don't just do deals that anybody else can get because anybody can get that deal. I'm into stacking good deal on top of good deal. And the way we do that is by having a code for you, baby. That code is Moats10. But the link is right there, intotheam.com/Moats10. And you'll get 10% off of your purchases along with, so check this out, right? They do these memberships where they'll send you a shirt a month. You even get 10% off of that membership by using Moats10 as well. Ooh. So like I said, man, we stack promo code, we stack deals for y'all because if we gonna talk about it, we got to make sure that it's for y'all. So with that being said, check out Into the AM so y'all can get some fine clothing like this, baby. So now let's get this thing rolling. Can we get it rolling, Deke? All right. So now I can tell you about my story.
Let's hear it.
About this morning. So,
you got a story?
Because, man, it's first day of school. Man, it is first day of school today. So, giving you the full picture. First day of school in the Moats household. It starts like 2 days before. Wifey starts getting the kids like, all right, we're going to start dialing y'all back. Bedtime-wise, we're going to start dialing y'all back. iPad time. Now, you know me. I'm more of a substitute teacher style parent. My wife, she's the rock star with this thing, right? So she's like, yo, gotta dial him back. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. We good. So she's telling me this whole time that, hey, man, I love how you always want to be there for the kids in the morning. Just know KK has to get up super early this year. She's starting high school. It never really clicked with super early meant. So in the past, super early is like 7:30. I'm like, super early to her? Man, I ain't tripping on 7:30. I do that for football. Bro, the alarm went off at 5:40 this morning. I rolled over to look at my wife like, what the heck are you doing right now?
She set the alarm.
She set the alarm.
Surprise.
I was like, yo, what's happening? She said, babe, we got to get her ready. It's time for school. Now, granted, KK is a big girl. She can get herself dressed. Problem is, she's 14. So that alarm clock is janky. It's 50-50. Sometimes it's on for her. Sometimes it's off. So you always got to be up to check. And literally, I was not prepared. I stayed up way too late last night because in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna stay up till 2, 3, get up at like 7:30. I'll be smooth. Yeah, that pump fake killed me. And then I didn't realize that it was just stacking on after that. So yeah, we will a little wide right now, but we gonna make it happen. But it's been fun though. It's been a heck of a morning though. Heck of a whole day.
We were talking a little off the mic.
Yeah, man.
Your youngest, he's in first grade now. So
first grade, like
all of the kids are out the house.
Dude.
You're pumped.
Listen, so once again, I talk about me and my wife, how we're different here, right? She likes to prepare a little bit early for school. I'm like, yo, we'll be all right, man. We'll figure it out on the fly. So it's time to drop the kids off, right? KK's gone. Ava and taught she caught the bus. She's good. It's time to let Gray go. I'm hype. I'm like, babe, we got the crib to ourselves. Like, what we finna do? You want to go date? We're going to run around naked? Like, what we finna do? Like, I cook like this, whatever right now. You know what I mean? Like, we have, because you got to think, right? We haven't had an empty house with all the kids in school because last year we had virtual. And the year before that, Gray was going half a day, so you never really felt the load. So we're like, yo, what do we do? And she's sad. I'm like, yo, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. She was like really sad, like, hold on, like, I'm not ready for him to be a big boy. He's just walking away. He doesn't even like look back. And I'm like, dang. All right, so I guess we're not going to go to the house and have a little bit of fun. Let's go shopping. So yeah, we ended up going shopping today.
Head up the mall, grab some new gear.
Oh, we went to a home store, actually, man. We were doing home
furniture.
shopping.
Is that what that stuff is?
Accessories, planning, theme, stuff like that. So it was a different breed today. It was very different. But that's how my morning and whole day started out, man.
Okay.
But I'm glad I got that off my chest. You know, I like to vent to you and to the people. And now that I see
Well,
everybody...
I'm sure a lot of other people are going through this now, too.
I'm going to say, I know people are definitely dealing with the first day of school vibe. So shout out to everybody that's dealing with that. More importantly, let me know where y'all are tuning in from so we can get this shout out going. And then we'll get this show rolling, baby, because you know how we got to do, man. We got content tonight. We are in the prime time hour, Deke. You know when it's prime time, Deke, it's different.
Yeah.
When it's prime time, it's that's when taco meat show up. You feel me? Yeah. When it's prime time, that's when I got to bring out. Yeah, I got to make sure I got
some ice.
Yeah, I got to put a little ice on, cool us off a little bit because it's hot in prime time, baby. But yeah, let us know where y'all tuning in from. We will get the shout out going. But
you got some upper room members.
Yeah, man. We definitely got the upper room members. I was distracted because they thought you were on vacation.
Really?
Yeah, and then somebody at Still a Nation 412 said Deke met a Latina on the beach on vacation. I said, y'all didn't even wait 10 minutes. I mean, we just got on the live and they already playing matchmaker. You know how they do.
I also got Steeler. Did you say that was Steeler Nation 412?
Yeah, that was Steeler Nation 412. Did he give you another one?
Oh, my. He's saying Deke got to start representing that pirate hat.
Oh, he doesn't like the pirate hat? Or they don't like the pirate hat?
I guess not. He's really coming through on these comments. He's throwing a lot out there right now. But the pirate hat, I think I
like the pirate hat.
I think I've just become resigned. I'm just gonna always wear this hat. Maybe you know what I mean. I see too many people wearing the black hat with like the LA logos and like other logos. It's like, all right, let me wear the black hat with the pirate logo.
I respect it.
Maybe I'll just be that guy.
I respect
it. It
does fit you.
I like the hat, so I might just stick with it.
It definitely fits you. You know, that's like your thing. Like, yo, you scream Pittsburgh, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right, wrong, or indifferent.
That's what I'm thinking.
Your vibe, man. So shout out to you for that. And Jack Zeke, I like Zeke because we always people like mix you up. They like Zeke and Deke when they talk.
It's
to you.
Fun. It's you can call me whatever.
But no, Jake Zeke. I like your name as well, Jake Zeke, because it reminds me of Deke. But he also says hit that like button. So y'all hit that like button and let's get this shout out going. Let's see where they tuning in from. Deke, what you got going on your section, man? Still a gang talking about that big Deke energy. And Eric Long definitely said your pirate's hat is flames, extra fire emojis, aka fuego. But from there we got Antoine 1398 tuning in from Providence, Rhode Island, baby, the 401. You know how we do. Stephanie Ramirez already tuning in, checking to see if Ebron is still currently on the roster or not. We hear you, Stephanie, bright and early, loud and proud. All right. Let's get to the next one. Now, Busted Knuckles, he says you got that Magnum Deke in full effect. You know, you got your Magnum PI vibe going every once in a while. But then Edwin Mendoza tuning in from the OC, California. Jar Devil, you know Jar Devil, he the homie. He always tuning in to 310 San Pedro, California. And then I got Rarity Unlimited from Kansas, baby. What you got on your section?
I got Reese
Ooh, shout out
Tuning in
Reese.
from enemy lines.
Uh-oh.
B more.
Uh-oh.
Harry Gibson from the north side.
Okay. North.
Pittsburgh 412.
Mm-hmm.
We got Colin Griffith tuning in from Johnstown, PA. Donnie, we botched up this name before. I think I got it. Nugent.
Yeah. It wasn't like Nugent.
Yeah. 714 Westminster.
Okay.
SoCal.
Shout out.
We also got another from the West Coast. Eric
West
Long.
Side.
Different type of West Coast here. Boise, Idaho.
Oh. Shout out the boy. Every time I think of Boise, Idaho, I think of Boise State and that Statue of Liberty play.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think
that versus Oklahoma. Yeah.
I think of just potato, probably farmland. That's what I think of, honestly.
I just think of blue and orange. Oh, and then my man proposing at the end after he got the touchdown. That's all I think of, bro.
Is there anything else to Boise or Idaho? Because you got to think like Montana, Wyoming. Those are very like picturesque places that people do like even destination trips for.
Bison and like wilderness, I think of Montana. When I think of Wyoming, I think of Kanye. Because he got a little spot in Wyoming where he does all his music at.
Does he?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm behind.
That's what I think of. I'm like, oh, Wyoming. Kanye. Yeezy. Yeah, he has like a whole little like compound out there, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he has videos out there?
I don't know if he does.
Is that his church stuff?
But no. The church stuff he does like on the road. But his like main, like he has like a legit compound where he just does like his music. He'll fly like when he was doing the releases where Pusha T released the album, Kid Cudi released the album, all the people. It was all out of like that Wyoming spot.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Yeah. Well, maybe if Eric could throw this out there in the chat. I'm just interested. Like, what's a destination? Like, why should anyone ever go to Idaho? True. I'm actually really curious
Eric,
about
man,
that.
Let us know. Now, he definitely said he'll never forget that Statue of Liberty play either. So shout out to him for that.
Alex P. from Brooklyn, NYC, though.
Oh, Brooklyn. You know we got big love for Brooklyn.
What else you got?
Big love for Brooklyn. All right, let's see what else we got tuning in here, man. Oh, man, as it jumped on me. Wait a minute. All right. We got Sid with 2 D's tuning in from Atlanta, ATL, Georgia. You know what we do for you. Then after that, we got Kenneth Beamer, the 304 Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Shout out. Then Juice Box 32 tuning in from the 303, baby. We a mile high. I hope you're getting even higher while you're tuning in, big fella. Yes, indeed. Then after that, Hunter 95, 610, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. D Boogie tuning in from the 804 in Richmond. And then we also got Alan Vigil tuning in from the 661 Palmdale, California. We got a lot of Cali tonight. See, this is what it is. They said we could y'all gonna go prime time. We could show up for this. This 4 o'clock out there. That's what it is. In the morning time, it's only like Stephanie. She over here, it's too early. So you know what? We on to something here. All right, we on to something.
Ben Johnstown says Idaho has a very diverse landscape. So I wouldn't have expected that.
I would not have either.
Someone, Paiz, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's P-A-I-Z. It's just saying potatoes and throws out a potato emoji.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for Idaho. But in terms of other places, I'm seeing JM from Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay.
Do It Mathis from the 305.
Shout out to the 305, baby.
Another one from Baltimore, Maryland. That's Marvin Parker.
I like that.
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, yeah, that's the fan right there. Word, that fan. That bloodline. Yes, indeed, cousin. How you doing?
South Africa back in the house.
Oh, shout out to, is that, was
from the Norseman.
Norman's, right? Yeah.
Norseman 7,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Then we also got Ugo Moss. He says he's tuning in from Mars via Mexico. So shout out to you, Ugo, for that. Yes, indeed. Then we also got, we already said Derek, who joined the upper room earlier today, but he's tuning in from the 480 Queen Creek, Arizona. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Queen Creek, Arizona. Say that fast 3 times in a row. Jeez Louise. All righty.
I got a few more here. Then we want to hit super chats.
I'm about to say, you upper get rooms. Those. I'm an upper roomer. And then after that, we'll super chat it and get this thing rolling. Is that an Alaska? I see Ozzy Tanks 365 Anchorage, Alaska. Holy moly. I like it. Shout out to you guys for that one.
Derek Morea, 408 Queen Creek, AZ.
Yeah.
Samar Hazlitt, 801 Salt Lake City. Juan Rangel, as always, Las Vegas, Nevada. Paez is appreciating the shout out that I gave earlier. So maybe I pronounced the name right. And then Justin Pettit, 716 Western New York. Come for the authentic buffalo wings. Western New York. That's buffalo, huh?
That's facts.
Is that a legit thing?
Yeah, it's facts.
Really?
Yeah, it's facts. Original wing started at the Anchor Bar. Right there in Buffalo, New York.
Like those would be if you needed buffalo wings, that's where you go.
That's not where I'm going, but that's where it started at. Everybody, it's one of those things. If you have lived in Buffalo, you don't go to Anchor Bar. That's like where you want to get wings. That's like where you take it's my first time going. Yeah, it's like
Permanis here.
Yeah.
My question is though. Out of all the wings you've had in America or the world,
Buffalo's the best.
Okay,
not even close.
Really?
Top three spots, and there's 3 different locations in Buffalo, bro.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, man.
So we got to get wings whenever we go up there.
Oh, that's a fact. Absolutely, that's a fact. If we don't get wings, man, I've done you a disservice. And we come on the show, you need to open hand slap.
I'm concerned they might lace them. They might lace them with something for me.
They might now. Hey. I don't know what they put in the wings. All I know is they keep coming back for more. All right,
they might pull up my Duck Hodges tapes.
Oh man, Doug Hodges is better than Josh Allen. Yo, you talk
Duck
about
is
a
clutch.
Take. You talk about a take. Wow, you did say that.
There was reasons for that, but he really let me down that game.
That is crazy.
It was a nice elevation. It was an amazing climb.
It was
the steepest fall ever to go from Buffalo to New York. I mean, it was that quick.
He went from AZ where we were really like, I even got sold on it. Remember, it took me forever to jump on. And AZ, I'm like, yo, all right, I can't knock this one. This is good. And then Buffalo happened. It was like, bruh.
We had it. He just didn't. As long as he doesn't throw that pick to the out route to Tre'Davious White, we win that game. I think we were winning that game.
We were winning that game. Yes. That was crazy.
Man.
That was crazy. Oh, man. All right. So let's get these upper room shout outs real quick. And then after that, man, we'll get the super chat rolling. And yeah, baby, have a little bit of fun tonight. All right. This first name is Yin Zins. Shout out to Yin Zins. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We also got Eric Long. Shout out to Eric Long, too, man. He had conversation going, man. Awesome dude right there, man. But Eric, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And Austin Martin, you know I wasn't going to forget about you, Austin Martin. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, baby. Oh, baby. It's a good day. It's such a good day, man. I like it. And we already got Black and Marty. You know, he tuned in earlier as well, man. He never misses a show. I feel like he's like perfect attendance. Like he's one. We should start that. Just when we start going back and check, perfect attendance. He's one of them perfect attendance guys. We like him. Shout out to you, Black and Marty. But he says nothing to say really, just supporting. Hashtag here we go. And we always appreciate your support, man. I mean, you help us be able to do more stuff, which is what we keep doing. And we keep bringing more stuff for y'all. So keep it going. We definitely appreciate that. Andrew Noel. Yeah, Noel. That's weird. I mean, I don't really know. Is it Noel or Noel? Just because of how it's spelled on it. But either way, he was just showing some love to the show. So we definitely appreciate him for that. Do you have one on your end?
I got
it should be Yinzins.
Yes, yeah. If that's how you say it. Yeah.
I was thinking because the X.
There's an X. Yeah, I'm not sure.
That threw me off as well. I just figured because like if it was,
that's got to be Yinzins.
Yeah, because I feel like XI is like. I feel like anytime I see X and it's spelled like that, it's always like
a Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
We'll go with it.
But that's how it's usually.
Yeah, that's the first one on my screen. So.
Yeah, you're good because that I got those ones before you. So yeah. Oh yeah, we in the saddle tonight. We in the saddle. Let's get it.
Oh, maybe this is one we answer later. Do you feel like the Steelers will make a move for OT or CB?
Oh, we need to talk about that later. I already have that saved up here, but yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
Okay,
absolutely,
perfect.
We'll talk about that, man.
And then I got Kevin Whitlock.
Mm-hmm.
From Beaver Falls, it looks like Ray McLeod was moving at a different speed than everybody else on the field. Did you notice that? That is the one element that he brings to the table that anyone else is kind of like that just straight line speed.
No matter how much people try to sell me on Matthew Sexton, I see Matthew Sexton, he plays fast. I feel like Ray just, it's different. He looks like he is shot out of a legit cannon, man. Like, yeah, Ray is special like that, man. I like Ray's game.
What do you think the deal is with Sexton getting all the special team stuff then?
Oh, I think it's more so just what you have in Ray. You know Ray can be a return man, and he's consistent. It's not like the scenario with Deontay where he was inconsistent at the beginning of his rookie year, got hot at the end of it. Obviously was named to the All-Pro team, but we knew he still had issues catching, which we saw in the first game when he came back, against the Giants, and he ultimately muffed the first one, bobbled the second one, and after that they pulled him out of there. With Ray, you know he can catch the punts. You know he has breakaway speed. You know he can take it to the house. He's shown all of those things everywhere he's been, but recently here in Pittsburgh as well. So you don't need to see a lot of that. You don't need to see that back there. Also, when you think about return men in preseason, you don't have the legit return team out there that's blocking for you. So to protect that guy from getting a crazy hit, because you might have Henry Mondeau out here, not a shot at Henry Mondeau, but like a guy like Henry Mondeau who typically wouldn't be starting on
Moats Mondeau fight.
No. I love Mondeau. I'm a fan of his game, bro. Like seriously, I like his game.
He's coming around.
He definitely is. But in preseason, a guy like Henry Mondeau will get the starter reps on punt return. Henry Mondeau probably won't start on a punt return unless it was somebody that got hurt in warmups. Like, you're not going to go into a game with that being the plan, but you want to build that depth. You want to know, is he capable of it in case something were to happen? So to protect your main returner, you put a guy like Matthew Sexton out there. Or in the past, Eli Rogers, right? When AB was our return man, AB would never take any of those reps. No. Put Eli back there. Put anybody else that's new, young, or disposable. Put them back there because somebody's gonna miss a block up front, and that's all dudes be getting killed back there, man.
Well, after Ray McLeod, who do we have that we trust?
I mean,
so Sexton could legitimately not a spot on the 53-man roster, but for a practice squad, like if Ray gets hurt,
in a sense, yes. But I think if Ray were to get hurt, they would try Deontay first.
Ooh.
Because Deontay still has that element. He still
definitely
special.
Does.
The big thing is just the consistency. Consistently catching it. No different than consistently catching the regular passes, consistently catching those punts, and it's the mechanics of it. If he's showing them, once again, that, hey, I'm trustworthy, yeah, if Ray were to go down or something happened with Ray, for a fact, they would go back to Deontay. But as long as you have Ray, I don't even want to flirt with that idea. I'd rather just, Deontay, you focus on catching every single pass that we throw to you. Just focus on that right now, man.
I do wonder if Sexton could make the practice squad then, just because
of
what
value, though. Absolutely brings
what he's
value,
been doing with the special teams. That's just a good guy to have. Then.
Absolutely, man.
He like who else? Fast. I don't know if I haven't been paying that much attention, but I don't know who else around the league then you could get that could come in and at least shown what Sexton has this preseason, catching the ball security, and then some of these breakaway plays.
Well, what about Deontay Spencer? He might be having a little competition out there in Denver. I guess if he's still out there or not.
I have no clue. That's what I mean.
So Deontay Spencer was here when Deontay John.
No, he looked good the one preseason. I think that was a couple preseasons ago.
And I
was surprised we cut him.
It was either last year or the year before he actually had returned a punt for a touchdown for the Broncos during the regular season. Now I want to say this preseason, this offseason, he was in a legit battle back there where they were feeling like he might get released. So that would be another alternative. I would need to just look up on him to see where he's at
I'll look right now.
But he was the other guy, though.
Denver Broncos, he's still there. But I don't know if it's competition. So that goes to your point.
He could be a guy that could potentially get waived. So if we're talking about,
competition.
That would be a guy that if he were to get going on the waivers, he could come in and add a little bit to that punt return because he plays fast just like Ray as well, man.
Well, no, I remember he was lighting up a little bit for us a couple of years back. I was surprised that we cut him. Yeah. And then you're right, whenever the Broncos picked him up, it's like, wow, they got a pretty good player.
Absolutely, man.
Because I don't even remember who was in that competition. Was it Switzer, Deontay, and him? I don't even remember. I was disappointed when we cut it, Spencer.
I was too. I definitely was because we was like, he brought so much to the table. But I want to say that was the year where we kept Switzer that year over Deontay and Eli Rogers.
Okay.
That would have had to been the other guy.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
That might have been it. Because let me see. Yeah, he was on Denver in 2019. Mm-hmm. So it had to have been, that was his first year in the league.
Yeah.
From what it looks like. That had to have been it. Man.
That's crazy, bro.
Okay, but if he's available, I guess he could be.
I would like him.
If you picked him up for practice squad, then.
Like in terms of like just insurance, I don't want him over Ray. I wouldn't want him over Deontay right now, or in terms of Deontay Johnson right now. But if injuries were to happen, he would be definitely a guy that I would be considering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Hey, Alex Mathis, man, you are not late, baby. You know, we always like to spend a little time, gathering, getting the congregation in, shouting out those that need to be shouted out, and, laughing at the things that need to be laughed at. So you are good. You are not late. You are perfect. Yes, you are. But Zach Bartram, welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed, along with Leah Warren. Leah Warren, welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, Indeed. Had to get those while I could see him, you know.
I got Mr. Jashim just giving us some support.
Shout out to Mr.
In the
Jashim.
Super Chat.
Yeah.
Cliff the Dark Knight. This is probably something we're going to talk about later.
Because I'm about to say, if we about to hop into that first one. I'm feeling it. Oh.
Duck just got cut. Would you rather have scenario 1, Ben QB1, Haskins QB2, Dobbs QB3, Duck practice squad, or Ben QB1, Mason QB2, and Haskins QB3?
Oh, man.
Do you want to answer this, or do you want to wait till we talk about Haskins?
Let's wait, because we'll talk about Haskins. Table, so we know Cliff the Dark Knight we're coming back to, along with, where is my man at from? Oh, and Zen Yins with the Steelers about OT or we go cornerback or tackle. Yes, so we'll make sure we'll table those until we get to like the big part of that. Yeah.
And then I got one more comment probably before we could get into our first topic. This is from Michael Patrick McCracken.
Oh, you know my Irish brother. Shout out to us Irish people out here, man.
Always tuning in. Every one of the experts picking Steeltown to finish third in the North. Get the fuck out of here with that. I can't wait for Ben and the Steelers to shut them up, man. A lot of exclamation marks. He's feeling it tonight, man. I feel like Michael Patrick McCracken's always like kind of low key.
You're not just gonna slide the F-bomb in there and be like, "Oh, you're usually feeling that tonight, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, man."
Oh, my bad.
But I like it though.
But yeah, he's on something tonight.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
Nah, I feel it, man. I definitely saw that as well. They definitely said that. They said this is a shout out to how tough the AFC North is when the division winner is predicted to finish third or third at best in the division. Yeah, I definitely.
Is this recently? Was someone talking about this today?
It literally just came out like a couple hours ago.
Who was this?
It was on NFL.com.
Okay.
Yeah, they had like their big ranking of which conferences were or which divisions were the toughest. We were the second tough. We were second on that list. I forgot who was first.
NFC West.
I feel like it would have to be, right?
Yeah, that's probably the only other conference I'd respect.
Either them, because I'm trying to think
to have them up there with us
not
at least.
NFC South.
I think we are still the toughest.
Maybe NFC North. Maybe nah. I mean, you have 3 playoff teams in there though.
It's got to be us for the NFC West. I'm thinking.
But if you pull up NFL.com, it's probably like the first article up there. Like,
really?
Seriously, yeah, man.
Because First Take was talking about this like last week, but you're hearing a lot of crap about the Steelers recently. I didn't even turn on TV today. I was good. I was just playing some Madden, chilling. My life's better. My mental state's a little bit better.
No, that's serious, man. I'm glad your mental state's good, man.
Yeah.
I try to keep my mental space good too. That's why I'm always researching. I'm like, man, let me just make sure we in the right place on time. Feeling good.
I'm struggling to find anything.
Dude, I'm about to say, I literally was just looking at this article earlier.
Oh, this was on NFL.com.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't on the main page.
Was I tripping?
It just wasn't on the main page. They must have just dropped some new heat for us.
Well, I didn't see that Jacoby thing.
Yeah, they have NFC West. Yeah.
Bad.
And then AFC North. I think those two make sense. They have in the top 2.
Absolutely.
I don't even think it's. I think those two, and then there's a drop off because
I
they have AFC East at 3.
I like Buffalo, Miami, and I don't. It's the Tua factor. Jets. Do you believe it? Nah, not yet. I like New England. But they're in a situation as well. They're trying to figure out which one they're going to go with first, how that's going to play out. So that's got to account for some negativity either way. But yeah, we definitely, it's split. Them AFC West, or excuse me, the NFC West, AFC North.
And then the drop off. That's what I'm thinking.
Definitely a drop from there, man. I like it, bro. I like it. But you ready to get into this first topic, man?
Let's do it.
Man, we got to talk about Antoine Brooks, the fall from grace. I mean, my man went from coming out of OTAs and mini camp where he was going to be viewed as the starting nickel. I mean, he went into training camp as the starting slot corner. Performed extremely well early on in training camp, played well in that Cowboys game, and from there, the decline happened.
And it looks like out of all the people that are in competition, he has the best physical tools and looked the part easily, right?
Absolutely. Like in terms of a guy that we felt confident in terms of one of our young players taking that next step, Antoine was one of those guys. I talked about, when we was watching him on film in that Bengals game from last year. He played well. Now, granted, the sample size was small. That was his only game where he saw extended action in the slot, but he played well. I thought he covered well. I liked his physicality, and I thought he played with good smarts, and he didn't panic in, catch point situations and things like that typically young corners do. But when you go from that Cowboys preseason game to literally not practicing for 2.5 weeks.
And we thought he looked fine in the Cowboys game, right?
Right. So, to my surprise, when I came back and I'm like, yo, he hasn't been practicing, I would tell you every day, like, yo, he's still not out here. I don't know why. I see him like he's in his shirt. He has his jersey on, but he's in sneakers. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. For it to have lasted that long, like, it's very frustrating because he was a guy that we thought was legit in that position, was going to push whoever they would try to bring in there as competition. And it's unfortunate. Now, I do like that the team put him on injured reserve. So it does show that the team hasn't fully given up on him.
Why's that?
Just in the sense of by them waiving him and then putting him on injured reserve. He can't come back this season, but they could have done what you call like an injury settlement, essentially, where they would just cut him a check for X amount of dollars and just have him go on about his business. At least now they still technically have his rights. So it's like, okay, once you get healthy, if we want to sign you to a futures deal next offseason, we can do that. We'll have the first opportunity to do that. Now, obviously that can change if he gets healthy like later in the year and he's just like, yo, I don't want to sit. I want to go try to see if I can get on somewhere else. Well, then he can negotiate that settlement as well to get out of the injury reserve clause. But ultimately, by them putting him on injury reserve, that does at least let me know that, okay, they didn't want a cold turkey just turn away from him. They still have some type of vision for him right now.
Then he's got to be hurt then.
I mean, I hope that's the case, but no indication is shown that he was hurt. That's the thing. Like, you watch him, I'm like, okay, is it upper body injury? You don't have any slings on. You're still moving around. You don't walk with the limp. I just don't know. Yeah.
That's wild.
And then because it's no injury report during the preseason, Coach Thomas has never had to come out and specify what is going on with him.
So I will never know.
Right, you'll never know unless he were to come out and say it. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Because there's a major difference between him and the other 4 guys that we cut.
Absolutely, man.
There's a major difference.
Absolutely, man.
I was curious why it happened because I would have thought maybe he would get the Benny Snell treatment if he was healthy. This is why it makes me think that he's hurt and he would miss at least half the season if they're going to put him on injured reserve like that. If he would come in this game, like Benny Snell's going to play.
Yeah, they said Benny Snell's going to play like, 15 snaps they're talking about for him?
But he wasn't getting full practice time, though. Was it last week? You were saying he was on scout team.
So, no, for Benny Snell.
No, I'm talking about Brooks.
Brooks was on scout team, yes. Yeah. Brooks was starting to do scout team reps, and that's why, once again, when you're like, well, is he hurt? I'm like, nah, because I saw him come out there and practice, and you could just, we weren't surprised because of how Coach Thomas handled Kevin Dotson, but it still was a surprise to see him not even with the third team, him with the scout team. I'm like, this dude don't belong out here with these scout team guys. But then you go and you see the game, and once again, it's like, where's Antoine Brooks? So for me, man, that's the one thing when you're in a battle and you're trying to make a roster and you don't have top 3 draft pick pedigree, meaning first round, second round, third round. They didn't allocate a ton of money to you. Yeah, you can't miss that much time. They're not going to hold a spot for you like that. And for Antoine, I don't know what the issue was because, like I said, they don't have to tell us. He never told us, but I do know he came back to practice. So when I see that, I'm just like, where is it something that was more nagging and not necessarily hurt? And you just kind of like prolonged it, or was it something where you legitimately could not go out there? Now that's something that he's going to have to answer. Right. I can never answer that for him.
And then he tried it with scout team, and he was like, "Nah, I'm just not going to be able to."
Right. But
either way, you can't miss that much time.
That. Right. But that's a ton of time for a guy that's in a competition that was a late round draft pick and that wasn't even a solidified starter at the end of the last season. Like if he was like Dotson, right? He started the last 5 games. We're like, yo, he balled out. We know he's the guy. Different conversation. He had one game where he played in the slide. It's like 25 plays. So you talk about 25 plays, that's not a ton to stand on in a competition where you're not necessarily head and shoulders above the rest of these guys like that.
I'm really interested in the Pierre Sutton to slot combination. I'm really interested in that. Man. But with Brooks, I'm willing to give him another chance for next year. I thought you talked about him enough in this offseason, but then for him to be the front runner in that nickel spot, like right off the bat like that, and a lot of people singing his praises and him having those physical tools, man. I want to give him another shot. I was kind of bummed out about all this. I did. I thought he was going to play this game against the Panthers. He's going to get a chance to keep his roster spot one way or another. And then if he had to throughout the season, maybe he could work back into it. We just didn't know what this whole cornerback carousel is going to look like for a secondary. Like, who's going to start? Is it going to be Pierre? Cam Sutton in the slot? Hayden on the outside? Is Justin Lang going to get any playing time? But if Brooks could have at least been on the roster, maybe he could have got some looks just as the season went on. He could have asserted himself a little bit. Yeah, a little bummed out, though. A little bummed out.
Man. Definitely, man.
I don't know if there's too much else to it if we don't know any of this information.
Right. That's the frustrating part. I was hoping, like, as the day progressed and, you know, it's further from when the news broke, that
if anything, it's more murky.
Say something like, hey, it was this, it was that. But right now, I'm just kind of like, what was it? Like, are you doing this because you knew you were going to cut him, but you want to at least keep him on the roster? So that's why you put him on IR, even though he's not necessarily hurt enough to be gone for the season? Is that the approach? Or is it just a formality right now? Hey, we'll keep him on IR for a little while. Then after that, yeah, we'll change our mind on him. You know, if this guy plays well, if Justin Lane shows that he can be legitimate, if James Pierre shows that he can ball, hey, man, we got a little more depth than we think. All right, why waste this dude?
So keeping Brooks is solely just for next year. He can't come back this year?
He can't come back this year because they put him on IR before the season. And the only reason I know that is because that's what I did in Arizona. But mine, as a 9-year guy in the league, it was different. I did mine more so to guarantee the contract because I knew in my mind I was going to retire. So it was more so the formality of, I can't say I'm going to retire right now because then you don't have to pay me, but I'm still hurt. But I know this is what I want to do. So put me on IR. I'm not coming back this year. I won't play anywhere else. And we'll go that route. It made sense in my case. For Antoine, that doesn't make sense. You want a ball. You're trying to start your career. You're trying to get money. You're trying to, you know, build a name for yourself. So that's not the approach that you want to take.
He's one of the last people I would have thought was going to get cut too, because the Maryland connection with Tomlin. I'm being serious though. Like, seriously? I don't think Tomlin just does that out of nowhere. Like, there's got to be a reason.
Well, hold on. I get that, but I'm like, what about the O-line cat? Derwin Gray. I'm like, was he there with his son? Because I felt like that was the connection, right? Where if you were there with Coach Tomlin's son at Maryland, you're good. But if you weren't there with his son, we like you, we just don't love you.
I'm not sure, but just straight up talent though.
Yeah,
that Brooks brought to the table. I thought he was. I mean, he obviously did right off the bat have the upper hand over Mollett. Man. Like, I feel better about him being the nickel corner over Mollett. And then we're throwing like Gilbert in there. We were trying to as like the second string and some other guys. Whereas Brooks, he looks like he fits the role pretty much.
He doesn't look like an outside corner trying to play in the slot. He looks like a slot corner.
That's why I'm like, you just don't give that up. Plus the Maryland connection had to be a reason. I'm guessing hurt. I'm guessing he was hurt whenever
I'm hoping this. I hope it was like that as well, man. Because I would just hate for him to have lost this opportunity. Because
he was taking it for granted.
He was taking it for granted, right? I would hate for that to be the case.
He was coming off pretty confident whenever he was answering questions about his role on the team early on, but that's not a bad thing at all.
No, you want the confidence.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You definitely do.
But you don't want it to turn into arrogance when we're talking about a position.
I would find it so hard to believe based off everything we said. He doesn't have a roster spot locked up to where you could miss this amount of time and feel like you're good to come back. I have a hard time believing that. That's why I think it was just injury related. He just can't go. That's my guess, though. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if any information is going to come out. I don't know if it's going to be something pressing whenever we're week 2 in the season. Oh, what's that update on Antoine Brooks? I don't know if we're going to care about it that much.
Because, like I said, with Antoine, like you said, he can't come back now. So, yeah. But I'm glad that this conversation is happening organically like this. We can go back to Yin Zins now in terms of that conversation of, do you think the Steelers will make a move for an offensive tackle or a cornerback? Now, in terms of before the season, it wouldn't surprise me if they made a move for a corner. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they made a move for a lineman. I just think right now
they're willing to take the chance.
I think they are. I don't anticipate them pulling off another, it's a Joe Schobert type trade. Like, I don't see that happening these, next week and a half before the regular season starts, man. I think that they're going to give those guys an opportunity. unless it's like some type of crazy guy that gets cut, like the Joe Hayden situation. If it's not that, I don't see them really trying to do anything early on. I think they will roll with the guys they have and just kind of chalk it up to they're going to learn. They're going to get that opportunity. We believe in our guys and our development, and I think that they will roll with them like that.
The more I'm thinking about the Jacksonville situation, too, for a cornerback, it could help the Steelers to facilitate a trade potentially in the middle of the season. So it goes hand in hand with us saying, like, hey, let's give our cornerbacks a chance.
Yeah.
Because if Jacksonville's losing,
right,
and we're winning, but the secondary is a little shaky, they may be more apt to get rid of Henderson then, where it's just like, he's not one of our guys. We'll ship him off to the Steelers, and we'll get a pick or something like that.
And let's be real. Jacksonville, they might struggle a little bit. Like they might run into some struggles.
They named Lawrence the starter officially.
Yeah, I'm glad that it took so long in this quarterback competition.
Eagles, did they name Hurts yet? Eagles? I haven't heard anything about that.
But shout out to Teddy Two Gloves. He beat out Drew Lock. I was a little surprised because obviously Lock is their homegrown guy, but it is good. I'm happy for Teddy because Teddy is, he's just a consistent player. He's one of those guys with high floor, low ceiling. Like, you know who he is. He's never going to be the elite tier, top 10, top 5, but he's always going to be a good quarterback. No different than Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith. I just put them all like in that ball of just good. Never great, but always going to be good.
Yeah.
But shout out to him for that, man. Teddy Two Gloves. Alrighty. But yeah, I don't think they're going to make a move for a corner or O tackle right now, man. I think they will just kind of sit on it, man.
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And it may make a lot of sense to do that.
I don't want that. Obviously you have the extra game, so in a sense you have a little more time, but I don't want it to be one of those, oh yeah, we'll just wait. We'll put it off. But I don't want to be like that. Like, if it's one game and we know, hey, this isn't working, we don't need to see like 3 games.
Well, how Culver's been wheeling and dealing.
Yeah.
It looks like he'll do something like that.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, you want to give him an audition, give him an audition. But all I need
hopefully
is one
Jacksonville
audition.
lose those first 2 games.
Yeah. And it looks bad.
Exactly.
It got to be bad. They're already down 18, Not that they
holy hell, bro.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. That's such a freaky
wow. Yeah, it's nothing he could do about it. That's a terrible pick right now.
Yeah. But in all honesty, even him while he was healthy,
that was a terrible pick.
He was more so a glorified accessory because they already had Robinson. Robinson down there, along with they had signed Carlos Hyde as well. So you could even see that, Etienne wasn't just a lock to start over those 2 guys right away, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is wild,
that's
man.
though.
I could not believe it when I saw it. It's just so interesting because he was the pick right after us. The whole conversation about Harris, Etienne, Williams. Yeah. If like that happened to us, holy hell.
Well, and I did say this, in terms of those 2 guys. Initially, when the report came out about Etienne getting hurt, obviously everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I told you, man, we picked the right guy, this and that." And we're like, "Yo, just chill a little bit." I do think Najee has the better out the gate because he's going to get a ton of opportunities. Me personally, though, I said I think Etienne has the long game because he's not going to be utilized nowhere near as much early on in his career. Now, I wasn't even anticipating the injury part, but it's just because he had 2 other legit backs to share the backfield with. He's not going to have to deal with 400 touches this season. Najee, he done with 400 touches this season. So I just thought to myself, I'm like, yo, I know early on he's going to ball. That's going to look good. But let's just wait. Let's just give it some time because
you're still holding your Etienne stock a little bit.
No, not that. But I think of Eddie Lacy and Le'Veon Bell. You remember how debate went. And Eddie Lacy came out the gate, balled out. And everybody, oh, man, I told y'all, man, what y'all doing?
Dude,
and then we saw the career afterwards, though. We saw how it played out.
That was Lacy's own demise, though, I thought. Lacy was legit. If he just would have
worked out?
Yeah, worked out, kept the weight off. Like, that tandem with Rodgers and that Packers offense was pretty lethal.
It was. It definitely was, man. Were you one of the guys that would have rather had Lacy over Elbell?
At the time, yeah. Yeah, okay. I wanted Lacy. Gotcha. I wanted Lacy pretty bad.
Fair enough. For me, I don't know why I liked Elbell more. I think I just kept seeing the highlight of him jumping over that DB.
Okay.
He was like, I don't know, it just looked so like raw to me. I'm like, yo, that dude looked crazy. And I thought with Lace, I was like, oh man, I've seen that, like that style before. I just thought with Elbell, like he just looked more explosive. And at the time he was a lot bigger too. Remember, he was like 220 pounds when he was at Michigan State. So I was like, whoa, this is It's crazy.
I think after their rookie season, I would have still leaned Lacy, but it wasn't one of those things where I was so mad about we didn't pick Lacy, because Bell was a savior to us.
Yeah.
What he did his rookie year, you're like, okay, we actually have a running back now, because we went through like the last 2 or 3 years of Dwyer, Redmond, and like no man's land at running back, and we finally found a guy. So that's what we were pretty amped about. But then when he started getting in shape like that, his second year, that's when it changed the game, because he was still big his rookie year. Like you could see his thighs were still big.
I remember seeing him his rookie year, and then when I signed him my following year, his second year, and I'm like, that's not the same player.
No, it wasn't.
Like nowhere close. Like physically looked different, and the way he moved on the field was night and day. We were like, bro, this is crazy.
I don't know why it changed that quick, but shout out to him for all that work that he put in, because then you saw what he was able to do, be borderline the best running back in the league for 3-4 years outside of those injuries.
Very true, man. Very true right there, man. But now that's going to be interesting to see how that DB room plays out now, though, man. Because like you said, he already has said that Cam Sutton will be bumping into the slot some. We know James Pierre, we've seen some where he's been on the outside. I think last game was the first time we saw. I know I have seen it in practice as well. But is that enough?
I think it's enough for the chance that we're talking about. Yeah. I feel good enough about that.
And I like how my man Justin Lane has emerged so far. He hasn't given me any reason to doubt him just yet.
That's what I mean.
He's been hot. He's been hot lately. I'm hoping that arrow keeps pointing up, man.
I'm good with taking the chance. Yeah. And then with how our O-line looked in the preseason game, I'm good with taking that chance. Mm-hmm. I don't feel the best about left tackle, but everyone else, it's not going to be perfect. It goes back to Clem and the kind of stuff we were talking about all this offseason. It's just new. There's going to be a new mentality, and it feels like the linemen are like amped up about this opportunity. Yeah. That's what it feels like to me. So, I don't think a move on OT or cornerback needs to be made right now. Yeah. Keep an eye out, though. Keep an eye out. We've been saying that, though. We've been saying that, week 3, week 4, let's make a deal with the Jaguars if our secondary sucking.
Fair enough, man.
It's just the Jaguars for us. Like, we're just trying to wheel and deal with them. I don't know another team right off the bat.
We feel like we gotta duck. We feel like we gotta. Well, hey, man, y'all dealing with us, and
maybe
we getting some janky.
Maybe it's the state.
I don't know what it is, but we just feel like we're able to get off on y'all. So that's what we keep going back, though. It's kind of like if we go.
College coach doesn't know what he's doing. It's like a Chip Kelly situation. Man.
Take advantage of this guy. Hey, Urban, the coach is more important than the players. Urban. Your scheme is more important than any cornerback that you could draft. Come on now, Urban. You don't need CJ. Nah, baby. Listen, man. A real coach would give him away. Hall of Famer would give him away for free. What's your deal? 6 rounds, 7 rounds? What you want? That's how they do it, man. So, yeah, call Urban up again. Just keep building his head up. Hey, Urban, you got it, man. You got it. Yeah, man. You don't need any help. Forget them players.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page with it, though.
Oh, man.
We got anything in the chat related to Brooks, corner, offensive tackle?
I saw some love interest. I saw some people trying to holler at people. All right. You know how the chat get early on sometimes. And it's in prime time. People researching
honestly,
now.
I don't even know if I could follow this right now.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
I'm going to read off just 3 chats in a row, okay? And just to give you context of how off the wall we are right now. Juan Rangel, at Coach. I think he's talking about Coach Cow, who's always tuning in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Cow. Says, could you win with Mason, the KO reindeer? That was the first comment, right? The next comment is from Jake Zeke. You're my type of girl. The third comment in a row is from P3 Arl Jam 26. Neil quotation, I owe the bookies O'Donnell. Because it's all in point shape. That's what I can't follow the chat right now, bro. The chat is crazy. Yeah. The chat is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what we got going on right now, though, baby.
You just want to jump to the next topic?
Oh, man. But no, it looks like we're getting some more Chooks talk, though. But not in a good way. Not in a good way. Is he struggling? Sure. But are you willing to give him opportunity? I think that's the real question. And how long is that opportunity?
If they're going to say he's the starter, sure.
How long is his leash, though?
Not long. It's the same with the cornerbacks. Like,
you giving him a game, or would you give him 3 games? Like that's
2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I feel like Ben will be savvy enough that he could get the ball out quick enough.
Yeah,
that he'll survive. Because that's the thing. Realistically, no leash. Like if he lets something up and he's putting Ben in harm's way, I don't want that at all because all it takes is one hit.
Like the Lions game, if it looked like that for 4 quarters, how do you feel?
Yeah, might be one game then.
Okay, that's what I'm trying.
Short, yeah, 1 game, 2 games, 3, short.
Yeah. But you know what though? We necessarily, and I should have thought about this when Yin.
Do we just bring a dude in house though?
No. I was about to say, you know what? We totally
Dan Moore.
We totally overlooked him. Totally. We over here. Oh, should you trade for him? No, you don't need to trade for a guy. Nah, you're absolutely right. Dan Moore is in house. I mean, Dan Moore, we even feel has pushed Chooks enough that he should have been legitimately in this conversation a week ago.
Like right now should be the left tackle battle this preseason game.
It definitely should be. It should. But unfortunately, it is not. And that's crazy to me.
Well, Dan Moore's probably going to be playing right tackle this game anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, Banner played 2 series last week. He's definitely not going to be out there this week. I don't anticipate that at all.
No, I don't expect too many players.
Right. I mean, at this stage, you're going to go with the guys you with now. Like, yeah, this is the group. That's why everybody's naming their starters. You just roll with it. But, oh, man.
Yeah, I'm amped up for the regular season, though.
Yeah. Uh-oh. They trying to get me in trouble tonight.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so let me get back to the chat. Just tried to jump on me again. And I want to make sure I give the person credit for this suggestion that could land me in an awkward scenario. Okay, so where is this name at? Oh, man. So, shout out to you, Charlie. He says, I'm his Irish brother. You know, us Irish people got to stick together now. Come on, baby. That's for real. But, oh, my goodness. I hate when the chat does this, bro. When it just bounces up out the blue. No, there it is. All right, so this is Funny Making JG, okay? Funny Making JG. He says, Moats, we need to get a Coach Tomlin versus Bill Cowher poll up in the chat. I'm not doing that. Like, come on, man. Why y'all want to do that?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. One has been on the show and I vibe with. One I had to coach me. I vibe with. Like that. I don't like that. Don't put me in that. Don't put me in there. But who you picking?
I'm pretty split, man.
Who you picking? I was gonna say, who you picking?
No, I'm pretty split.
That low key would be a crazy poll.
Because both been to 2 Super Bowls, won 1.
Yeah.
I'm kind of split.
One's a Hall of Famer. One will be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
One has never had a losing record though.
That's true. The argument for Cowher is he went through how many years without a franchise guy.
True. I don't care about none of that though. Draft better.
Didn't have Ben at the time.
Draft better. That ain't on me.
Had to wait till 2004.
Draft better, baby.
I truly am kind of split on it.
Man, you got to get on that GM from back then when it was Bill Cowher. Jeez, that GM back when Bill Cowher, boy, he was slacking. Why you couldn't find no quarterback? Lord.
Colbert came in 2000 though. Yeah. Who was in the 90s?
I don't know.
Who do we want to put on blast in the 90s?
I didn't want to drop a name. I'm like, I know it wasn't Colbert the whole time.
Because we went to the AFC Championship with Cordell in 01.
Right.
Maddox, we went to the playoffs in 02. And then we missed with Maddox 6-10. I think that was 03. And then we drafted Ben. And we haven't had a losing season since.
So I guess
I'm really split right now because Tomlin still has his coaching career left. I think we could win a few more Super Bowls.
So should I just simply say, which coach are you taking? Between Coach T or Bill Cowher?
Sure. I'm not going to answer this one because I'm split. I'm pretty split on this. Someone could probably convince me one way or another. I don't really have a side on this.
Which coach are you taking? All right. I'm not going to give you any more context on it. In terms, is it one game? Is it for the Super Bowl? Is it against a trap team? Because we know certain coaches, he's like, hey, if it's Coach Tommy, you don't want him in the trap game. You might want Cowher. But if it's a big game, I might want Coach T because he gets the guys up for the big games. But, I just never know. Is it like a 1 o'clock game where it's cold and I need that jaw? Then I might need Cowher. You see what I mean? So,
you know what? So there's a big difference between both of their careers. There's one they won. Cowher won at the end. Tomlin won at the beginning. So you know how there's like a lot of Tomlin hate right now?
Yeah.
Of like, we haven't won in so long. Like, what the hell's going on with this organization? I'm pretty sure, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, because I was young at the time. Before we won that 05 Super Bowl,
up, by the way, baby.
That's how everyone was feeling about Cowher. Like, they were fed up with him.
It's tired of him.
Because we hadn't won. We've been to a Super Bowl, we lost. Lost in a lot of big games. Like, I think he went to like 5 or 6 AFC championships.
Yeah.
Andy Reid with the Eagles, essentially. Like these are the kind of sentiments. So like you're getting that a little bit with Tomlin now because we haven't won or been to the Super Bowl since like 2010.
Yeah.
But those are the difference in their careers. They both have the Super Bowl right now. Cowher just went out like on a really nice way.
Yeah.
Jerome Bettis in his hometown. Next season he just retires. But I can't pick. I honestly can't. I'm kind of split. I like them both.
Yeah.
What's
I don't even
the
want to look
saying?
right now. I'm scared to look. I don't want to look yet. I'm not looking yet. I'm not gonna look yet. Like I'm torn, like legit, because like I said, man, like I rock with both of these guys. Like for me, even though I wasn't a Steeler fan, like when I was in my like formidable, like knowing what I'm watching in the NFL, you still respected the Steelers and you respected Bill Cowher. Like you saw her in the spit just coming out, like it's the jaw, like you know what it is. Like he got that look in his face, like yo, you don't mess with that guy. But then when Coach T came, I'm like, bro, you from the crib. And you're nice at this coaching thing. And then obviously getting a chance to play for him for what, 4 years, have a personal relationship for even longer than that. Now it's just, but the game definitely matters to me though. Trap game,
Trap game for Tomlin.
Trap game, it makes me nervous. We didn't have some bad days.
So this wasn't a Cowher thing then?
So he's had bad days, man.
Cowher never had trap games?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember it enough to say. Maybe somebody can give us a little bit more intel in the chat. Did Coach Cowher struggle with trap games the way that Coach Tomlin has? Just, I don't like to be serious about it because I'm like, hey man, every team in the NFL is good. But when we're just doing the game of bad record versus good record, we know that Coach Tomlin's record in those games, he struggles a little bit. So
there are some ones where you're just like, last year Bengals.
I think I can
one or two Raiders probably in there.
During my time, check this out. During my time,
Ravens with Ryan Mallett.
Ryan Mallett, Ravens. Mike Vick,
Jets. Yep.
Then we had the Mike Glennon Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Then we also had the Mike Glennon Bears.
Oh man, yeah, that was Mike Glennon.
I want to say that was Glennon. Check that.
It might have been
because
that might have been Trubisky's
first year. Just check.
Yeah,
I
say
it was one of those two, but either way, like those four off the top of my head.
We went 13-3 that year though. Should have been 14-2. Like that was a turning point where we just started rattling off wins.
Years though, every game that we lost like that each year, we still would only have 4 or 5 losses tops.
Okay, let me see.
I don't even think we had a season with 5 losses, regular season losses. Maybe my first year, maybe.
You ready? Yeah, Mike Glennon.
Yes, man.
Jordan Howard went off on you guys.
Yeah. We couldn't stop during that day. It was a rough day.
And it was weird special teams too, right?
Bro, we had
Glennon only had 101 yards and a touchdown and a pick.
Was it Cohen that ran back? He didn't run back up.
Well, he had a lot of yards too. He had 12 carries for 78.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say he had a long run on us as well. Yeah, a lot of long run going on out there. But that was a lot going on that game before the game even transpired. That was one of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, say can you see? We'll just call it that game. So yeah. Alrighty, but should we go? All right. Ooh.
What's the votes? Oh, I'm seeing it. Because I'm not even voting. I'm just not.
All right.
I'm split.
Quick update. We updated. We always.
Oh wow.
It's been 3 minutes. 172 people and counting have voted. 80% Coach Tomlin. In terms of which
80.
coach
I'm surprised by that.
80%. Now, we're going to let it ride. I give it 10 minutes. We can give it 10 just to make sure everybody got a chance to vote. But 80% right now says Coach Tomlin. I'm definitely surprised. I would have guessed it would be closer than that, man.
I would have guessed 40-60 one way or another.
I would have thought it would have been closer than that, man.
I would have too.
Y'all making me feel uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know. Because I feel like since Coach Kyle was a guest on the show, it's like, what if he tunes back? Yeah. Hey, yo, so y'all choosing Coach T? We'll have him be a guest next time. Click. You know what I mean? Like, we got to keep these relationships good.
Oh, he's tuning in right now too.
I mean, he's always tuning in.
Coach Cowher's always in the chat.
Listen, man, he's a big supporter.
Don't take it out on us here.
Come on, Coach Kyle. We love you too, man.
Although if he wanted to just rip on us on national TV, that's any publicity is good publicity,
that's
right?
What I've heard, unless it's a charge. We don't want charges.
Right.
Don't know the allegations.
Yeah, if he's saying, "Oh man, Arthur Moats and Deke podcast," don't listen to those guys. People are all of a sudden gonna be like, "Oh, what's he talking about?"
These guys out. Who are they?
Why is it so bad? Why is he ripping on them?
Shocked. Yes, we are shocked. When you get the chin, I want the chin with the spit coming out when he says it too. Like, I want that look.
He doesn't have that anymore though.
he's nice now.
He is. He's like turtlenecks.
Yeah, he's very polished now. I saw him when we were in.
Grab a cigar, go by the fire.
Dude,
read a book.
We're in New York at the CBS studio. I'll never forget it. He's in there. I'm like, okay, it's Coach Cowher. Like, my man came out. He had the suit on, but he had the dress shoes with the sneaker bottoms. I'm like, oh, that's what we on now, Coach. Like, I would have never.
What do you have, some J's?
No. But you,
Skip Bayless.
No, he ain't go full Skip. But he went with like the wingtip up top, and the like legit like rubber like sneaker bottom on the bottom. I was like, okay, I wouldn't have put him in that. I thought he was a traditional like hard bottom. Like, this is how it's got to be. Like, this is what we wear. But nah, I was okay.
You see a lot of the older people even rocking them like that.
Boomer's another guy. He does it, man.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. All right, we're getting a comeback here. We got a comeback happening. It's a comeback here. It's 5 minutes, 247 people have voted now. It's crazy. We got more votes than likes right now. We're only at 223 likes. I saw people keep saying hit the like button. It's not right because we got 610 views right now.
Nice.
It's only 230 likes, though. They were like, yo, you got to bump that up.
I liked this morning.
Well, I liked it because you liked it.
Yeah.
I like you. So I like you liking us. That's how we like each other. So, yeah. But it still looks like they really like Coach Tomlin. The comeback is happening, but it's not enough right now. It's 79%.
I don't think that's still if you...
Is that a comeback though, right?
No, because if you, what would you say? Back in math days, round up, it's 80. Man. I mean, 79 is basically still 80.
Now it's 78 though.
It's not going to be enough. It's just not. Tomlin's got this one.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to leave it
Ask that again if we lose after a loss.
Oh, don't do that. So who's the trap game this year? Oh, you said Denver Broncos with Teddy Bridgewater, you say. Oh, okay.
That would be a fun science experiment, actually.
You know what? We might need to quarterly update. Just every 4 games. Who would you rather have? Coach T or Coach Cowher? Every 4 games, quarterly update. You are sick. Oh man, that would be funny though, bro. Now we did get some questions though. In terms of people making a case for one of the coaches. This is from Brian Castro. Shout out to you, Brian Castro. We definitely appreciate your support. He says Tomlin had Big Ben, AB, and L. Bell. Did Cowher have that offense? In terms of why we should be giving Cowher a lot more credit in terms of the people in the voting, they should be giving him a lot more love. He's saying because Coach Tomlin had the better offense. I think my rebuttal might be that
the defense wasn't that.
Cowher had the better defense. Yeah, Cowher has some animals out there on defense. We were a little thin on defense. They have some animals back there on defense, so that would be a nice.
At the end of the day, I'd prefer, like, if you had to rank, I'd say franchise QB first. Then.
Absolutely,
and then if you're talking like skill position, defense. Probably defense after that. You want franchise QB, defense.
Yeah, you got.
And then you're talking offensive line, skill positions. And you could go back and forth with a bunch of that stuff.
That's legit though. The franchise quarterback, you have like, if you don't have that, it doesn't matter how elite your defense is. I feel like you're always going to be limited. You'll be San Fran with Jimmy G, where it's like
there's outliers. You can get lucky here or there, but to be consistent,
right? And when you're going up against a top tier quarterback like they were going in that game against Pat Mahomes, you saw where one was able to make those and the other guy wasn't.
And Mahomes was having a bad game.
He was.
Until the fourth quarter, second half.
Was.
They started balling out.
But now he brings up a good point, though. Now, does that change your feelings, though?
In terms of the
Tomlin Cowher vote?
No, that was one of the factors I brought up earlier because Tomlin has had Ben this whole time. Yeah. Cowher didn't. But you go back to Cowher's defense. I'm kind of split on it because Tomlin's defense in those decades, from 2010 all the way up till now, I don't think has really been up to par outside of these past couple of years.
Now, sticking with those defenses.
Okay.
In the chat, somebody just made this comment, and I really need to know from you how you feel about this. Rance M just said, James Harrison all day over Joey Porter.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. No way.
Yeah.
Are you? How? What are we talking about here? How?
I mean, he won a defensive player of the year.
I get that. I like the depot. I like the Super Bowl play. I'm with that. Those two are top tier. I'm with it. But what are we?
Yeah, you just reminded me about the Super Bowl play. I don't think anything's beating that, man.
The Super Bowl, okay. Play for play, though? Player for player? Stat for stat? Career for career?
Yeah, that's the problem. Porter still had good seasons outside of Pittsburgh.
Debo was a monster in Pittsburgh. His numbers are dope in Pittsburgh, but Peasy has more career sacks. Like, people forget that by like 10.
I think Harrison had the better peak though.
It was because it was in Pittsburgh.
Like being part of like that 08 defense, like that stretch of 3 to 4 years.
Debo was a monster though. Oh, Debo.
I'd go Debo.
Oh gosh. And I like Debo's story because Debo I can relate to. But
I view Harrison closer to the Hall of Fame than Porter.
I don't think either. I feel like they're both like.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if either are gonna make it.
I think they're both like in that category. I look at them as like equal. I think the moments for Debo help him out more because of that Super Bowl play. We know you got to have a play like that in the depot. Those two things, absolutely. But for Peasy, because the magic number for Rush is 100 sacks. You look at how many sacks Peasy has, he's literally one off of that right now. So that's the magic number for guys getting in the Hall. Debo is like, what, he finished at 8? Was it 80 something? I think he finished with like low 80s. So you could just see it's like a further away in terms of edge guys, outside linebackers, pass rushers. Like that's typically been that magic number. But with Debo, like I said, he has that. He has the depot. That's huge. That is huge, man.
Porter was big though too, especially in
was a monster,
our 05 Super Bowl run when we were up in Indy.
Man, forget this Coach Tomlin and Coach Cowboy. Y'all know we talking L. Man, look, we about to have to.
Someone's bringing up Bell now.
We gotta, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Me personally, I'm going Harrison though. I get your argument for the career sacks.
Who gives better pregame speeches? All right. You know, we're getting intangibles in here now because I feel like I'm torn because y'all got me in. Oh, these are my guys.
Harrison, he wasn't giving pregame speeches. He was just doing the punching stuff.
That was it.
I mean, that gets you amped up. Though.
Stop. It only gets you amped up. I mean, nobody cares about this.
It was always dope.
Everybody cares about who ride. Everybody cares about they shot me in Denver. Everybody knows that was the reason. Come on,
dude,
man.
As a kid, he was hilarious. Going back and forth with the Ravens and like Chad Johnson and stuff, midfield. You tune in to like Sunday NFL Countdown. We have a 1:00 game, and they would just pan to the Steelers Bengals game or like Steelers Ravens. It's like, oh, Joey Porter and Ray Lewis going at it midfield. It's like, what else is new?
Here we go. Which
it was always great.
you taking? Debo?
Oh, LB. I thought you were gonna say Lev Bell.
No, I ain't going.
I thought there was some L Bell talk.
We have to OLB because I got to get to the bottom of this, man.
I'm taking Harrison,
and I'm gonna hit on both up after this and let them know what the people said. Hey, listen, P. The people up here, they rocking with you.
Why don't we get a group chat or a group call going with us two and them two?
For a fact, we can definitely do that. Like, I'm just saying, we can do that. P, you trying to come up here? We just sit you right here in the middle. You'll get a third chair. P's get a third chair. For a fact, I'll go buy a couch. P, yeah, that's my guy. I love P. I love Debo. Debo, my like. I'm torn. Let me give you context.
I think I get it. I think so. Can I just say it real quick?
Go for it.
Here's my guess.
Let me hear it, man.
Porter was your coach here.
Okay.
So there's a certain connection that way.
Okay.
Whenever you first got here, Debo, you looked up to him. Like you were looking at his tapes and everything, but all of a sudden he became a little bit of a rival initially because you guys were going for the same spot.
Okay.
But then you guys got close. You had conversations about that stuff. Like, no, there's no beef, anything. We're just trying to roll with this team, get some dubs and stuff. So it's like there's different relationships.
So kind of, but
I'm off.
Look, yeah. So
I gave it a good effort.
I liked it. I like where you were going with. I can see where you're picturing it. So for me, it goes way further back than that. For me, in high school, the two players that I watched, Sean Merriman and Peasy.
Right.
So for
me, okay. I don't even remember you watching Porter.
So for me, my celebration, like when I would celebrate in high school, and I would think about like how if I would draw it up, right? Because obviously we couldn't celebrate, we get a flag. But in my mind, anytime I was celebrating, I'm gonna hit you with that lights out, bomb, 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 and then I'm giving you the Peasy kick. Like that was
you comboed it.
Yeah, because I said it was my two favorite guys, and they got after the pass. You gotta think this is peak, 04, 5, 6. Then I go to college, so you can imagine like. This is when Lights Out is out there in San Diego going nuts. This Peasy out here beating people up, going nuts. So for me, it's just big fan, right? But then with Debo, once I got to the league, I told you I would study him on tape. I'm watching everything. I'm trying to learn everything about him. I get here, huge fan of Debo. So I'm like, yo, Debo, first time I meet him, I tell you, he's retiring. The awkward situation. But it was like, yo, that's Debo. Like, yo, he's a legend. Being a chance to get with P, having him day to day, I was like, yo, I love Peasy even more as a coach. Like, the personal connection, man, just that. And then just sometimes the shenanigans with him as well. Like you always gonna get something funny.
Oh, your rib story was amazing.
It's always crazy. Like every single time, like anytime I've been with Peasy, it's never been a moment where I'm like, bro, I'm bored. Why are we doing this? Or I regret. It's always like, yo, P, where are we? What is happening? How did we? I just can't believe this right now. Like that's with Peasy. But with Debo, he will always be there with us. So it was like that weird connection. I never felt though that Debo was like my rival. If that makes sense, like competed against him, but I always looked at him as like OG, like big brother versus like.
Didn't you guys have some type of conversation where you guys didn't know where each other stood?
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
In a sense, yes.
Yeah, maybe I was too harsh in saying rivals.
It wasn't a stern talking, but it was okay. So it's like that. So let me test it. Okay, I respect it. You got it. I'll chill. I ain't tripping. I don't mind sitting back. You know what I mean? But you gotta test it. You gotta test it. Every once in a while, you gotta test it. So yeah. But when I think of those two guys, I'm like, yo, I love them both though, man. Because like they my dudes, man. But now I've given the story. I've told a little context about why I like each and both of them and stuff like that. Let me see what the chat talking about here.
Your initial reaction was Peasy.
Oh.
Not as landslided as Tomlin Coward, but
it's not. Yeah.
Almost 60-40.
That's kind of what we said though. That's what we thought the Coward thing would be, 60-40 though.
Yeah.
So I can respect this vein because this, like, with Debo, bro, like, I could make a case for Debo as well. I can make a case for either one of these dudes. Love them both, man. Like, they my guys. But, man, I think I still lean Peas. I just feel like his ability to get after that quarterback, man, and do it in any defense, any location, like, he kicking dirt on you, man.
I'm actually interested to see how many sacks he had with the Dolphins. The 1 year he went off.
Yeah, it was like his first year down there. He had like 15.
Okay, it was second year. He had 5.5 first year. He had 17.5 in 08. Then he finished up with 9 in 09. And then like he was on his way out. He did the whole Arizona trip out there, 2010, 2011.
Absolutely, man. But he's at 99, right, career? Or is it 98.5?
98.
Yeah.
Maybe they snubbed him from one after his career. Maybe they went back on something.
So he would always joke and say, look, man, I'm going to come back for like one game. I need to just get 2 more. If I get 100 sacks, that get you in the hole. 100 to get you in. And he was like, man, these knees ain't working for me right now. But, man.
He was getting snubbed from some Pro Bowls in 2000. Had 10.5 sacks. Monster, took a fumble back to the house. Didn't make a Pro Bowl. Damn.
Bro, P was different. Like, oh my gosh, it's different.
Yeah, I'm going Harrison.
It's different. Now they saying go Ben and Bradshaw.
You know my answer.
I don't like how we just turned it into. We're just gonna pull it up on him every once in a while, man.
This one might not be healthy for me.
I'm gonna say, I don't know.
I don't want to get my blood pressure up.
This could be very toxic. Going, Ben Bradshaw. I don't know if we need that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Do we need that? I don't think we need that tonight, man.
I'll do it. I'm saying 7.
Now they said Brett Kiesel and Tuitt. These are some actually good
That's a good
questions.
one.
That's some good questions, man.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Tuitt, you're still going off his potential a little bit.
Yeah.
Kiesel for the string of his career. I like Tuitt's potential, though.
Tuitt definitely has the potential.
I think I'd lean Tuitt.
I love 9-9, though. I love both of these. My guys, I hate this, man. Yeah, we got to do some people.
The problem with Kiesel is he was part of those defenses.
Yeah.
That's something you can't completely take away, but
you can't.
Tuitt, just as a player, I like that upside.
Upside over the proven productivity, though. Yeah.
Tuitt, though, he does have the productivity as of late. Unfortunately, he was injured in 19, but
true.
I guess you're kind of right. I mean,
it's tough.
He just needs to stay healthy because when he's on the field, he is productive.
Yeah. Now, going back to this Peasy Debo debate, Brian Castro just said this. And we appreciate your support as well, Brian. He says, Deke, you're a fake fan for choosing James Harrison over Joey Porter, a.k.a. Peasy. But he LOL.
You see what I started?
Casual. Come on, man.
We can just all call each other fake fans.
Fake fan. Oh, you're a casual. You don't really care about the team.
You don't agree with my take? Fake fan?
Fake fan.
That's all you got to say.
That's it, man. And then going back to the Coach T versus Bill Cowher debate, Q added this. Q says, Tomlin easy. in terms of who you would take. He says, we are in a different era of football. I wouldn't expect Coach Cowher to be as successful now.
I disagree with that, actually.
Okay.
Think of whenever we had that interview with Cowher.
Yeah.
Like, he's very, like, well-read.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's very much into new things and trying to understand people. I think he'd be fine. And actually, I know he was very aggressive and had the spit coming out of his mouth and yelling at players and stuff, but the players loved him.
Yeah. From
everything I know. Like, he was a big-time players coach. I think he'd do fine.
I think he could. I just think the biggest thing I want to know is offensively, would he be able to keep up? Like, who would he have?
So he had Wisenhunt.
Right.
Yeah, he would need an offensive coordinator for sure.
That's the big thing for me.
But as a leader, I think he'd be perfectly fine.
I definitely think he could lead. I think in terms of the roster, I think he'll be able to bring in the right guys and have the defense the way it's supposed to be. But offensively, that would be the part, because it's very different now compared to how it was back then.
The question is, I guess, could he overcome Finkner?
Can my man get Haley? Can I get Haley as OC, Finkner as the QB coach? That's how I was introduced to that duo right there, and I loved them. I loved it because you gotta think that was the glory for us. Like, Haley, we knew it was gonna be a little janky, but he was gonna get it done. We knew Finkner, but it's cool. It's gonna get it done. Whatever you need to say to Ben, say it to him. I don't care what you say, how you say it. Yeah, make it work. Might not be plugged in, but it don't matter. You know what's gonna happen. When they started switching it up, all right, Haley, you leave, Finkner, you go. That's when they got all, mixed up a little bit.
That's the challenge for Cowher. Come back and win a Super Bowl with Finkner as your offensive coordinator.
That's tough. Who says that? Why would you do that? Jeez, that's where you want to go with that? Oh yeah.
If he pulls that off, I guess you could give him the nod over Tomlin.
If he could do that, he can do anything. No, but oh man.
But go back to the original question. I do think Cowher would be fine. I really do.
Like I said, for me, it's just
like if he was young Coach Cowher getting hired at 33 right now, or even, or if it was 5 years ago, I think he'd be fine, 100%.
Nah, respect.
Like, he's just old now. He's not up for coming back at like 60.
Old. 60 ain't that? I mean, for these NFL, Pete Carroll older than that.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought Pete Carroll's like old.
Pete Carroll is old. He's surprisingly. Same with Nick Saban.
Right? Yeah, Pete's like old. I want to say Pete's like up there.
Pete Carroll older
70.
than Cowher?
I think he's older. I think
this will be amazing. He is 69 years old.
I knew he was close to 70. I knew it was close.
No way.
Like, yes. I knew it was close, bro. For a fact.
Though Cowher's 64.
Yes, that's what I'm like. Cowher's not
Carroll
that old,
looks amazing.
I don't know what he does out there, bro. Shout out to Seattle. They keep my man stress free.
Where's Belichick? Belichick's probably same age as Cowher.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 69. He's a little older than I thought.
I didn't realize him and
Saban,
Pete were the same age.
I think Saban's 70.
Saban got to be 70, bro.
69 too. He looks amazing for his age.
How does all them do 69? Shout out to 69, man. And Dotson 69. So that's the connection. Yeah. Why you think? That's why we like them all. Shout out to the 69ers.
How old's Dotson again? Man. He's secretly old.
He's probably 69 too.
I think he's 25.
25 divided by 6.
No, he's 24.
9.
He's turning 25 though in like a few weeks.
See? Yeah.
Surprisingly old.
That's crazy, man. That
is there
crazy.
Another coach?
That's old. No, because Andy Reid isn't like.
What do you think?
He isn't that old. Andy Reid's like in his 50s.
I'm saying 60.
I'll say 57.
63.
Oh, all right. Let's see who else there. As we're going down this rabbit hole.
Is there another big time coach?
That's what I'm thinking of. This like older.
Urban Meyer would be a good one. How old do you think he is?
He's got him in his 50s, but he lives a stressful life, it seems like, right?
Late 50s is what I'm thinking. Yeah, 57.
Fair enough.
57.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah, I think we're good on the coach's age guessing game.
Yeah, but we keep it going, man, because I see in the chat, man, we're getting a whole bunch of just different comparing contrasts. This player over that player. We also got some more chats we got to get to as well. So we'll keep this thing rolling. But we also did have Michael Patrick McCracken when he did, as the middle of our PZ Debo debate. He did also say that Joey Porter led us to the Super Bowl against Denver and Indy. He said that. So clearly we're on the same wavelength. We don't win that without him. Without that speech, if he never got shot, it would never happen. Debo never got shot for us. Peasy got shot for us. Remember that.
Okay.
Remember when you talk about which player you're taking and you choose 92 over the 5-5, remember, never go against the family. Never go against the family, man. Never go against family. Peasy's the family, man. Nah, I'm playing. They both family.
Some people don't think Harrison's family anymore, though.
Oh, yo. Wow.
Some people are holding that against him.
No, don't do that to my man. Don't do that to my man. But I do got to give a big boy shout out to my man Said with 2 Ds. Now, you remember he was in here earlier, popping off, man, showing love, man. We definitely got to give him another big boy shout out. He says, I extremely, not just regularly, I extremely mess with the content, guys. I'm always watching y'all videos while I'm getting ready for work on these 5 a.m. mornings. Said with 2 Ds. Shout out to you for that, baby. Now, major love, man. We really appreciate that, man. And we're going to keep the content flowing for you, baby. But make sure you getting coffee. And yeah, can you wake and bake at 5 in the morning? Is there, what's the rule on that? I don't even know. But yeah, check with your in your area about your Mars taking off and stuff like that early in the morning. You got to be careful.
People do it.
Yeah. Oh, but sticking with the convo right now. Scott Foradora simply says this. Debo Super Bowl play was GOAT, a.k.a. the greatest of all time. Then he said his career ended with disrespect.
Who's he saying? I
don't know.
Steelers disrespecting him disrespecting the Steelers? It's probably both ways.
As a guy who might have been in the room while everything was going down, I feel like it was a little bit of both. Definitely a little bit of both. Probably could have handled it better, though, but definitely a little bit of both.
Yeah, I don't hold the whole Patriots thing against him, really.
My man was
He's a free agent.
Let my man get a job, man. That's it.
Free agent.
Hey, won't ask for much. Just want employment,
Once a Steeler, always a Steeler.
Yeah. He was going to come back. He came back at 9-2.
He was thinking about it last year.
He thought about it. But yeah, man. So, we got some love right there, man. But then Mr. Lamborghini leg lock. And I have to tell you, Mr. Lamborghini leg lock. True story. So my son, G Money, he loves cars. He's always like, yo, Dad, check this car out. He loves Lamborghinis. So we're riding to school today. He's like, Dad, you know what we got to do when I get older and I get my license? I said, what? He said, we got to get matching Lambos. And instantly in my head, I said, yeah, it sounded like Mr. Lamborghini leg lock. And he was like, yeah, we had a little handshake. So Mr. Lamborghini leg lock,
you're part of Moats' life.
You're part of my life right now because my son is always talking about Lambos. So shout out to you for your name and always making me think of my man right there. But Mr. Lamborghini leg lock simply says this. Will Alex Highsmith be better than Lamar Woodley? Now, Willie he flamed. Willie had a spark. Willie was special. I remember watching Willie. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be so mad watching Willie's game because I would see Debo and I'm like, I'm more like Debo. But I thought Woodley was just better. At the time, I thought
I blacked out. I blacked out when you were saying that. Who's the first name? It's Harrison versus Woodley?
No. Alex Highsmith versus Lamar Woodley. They say, could Alex Highsmith be better than Lamar Woodley? Yeah. Man, you gotta stop them things, man. You black out like that. Lord have mercy, boy. Don't hey man, chill out now. I'm like, I know what was happening. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, so I heard you mention Harrison. I'm like, Harrison's definitely better than Woodley. What kind of question is this? Could Highsmith be as good as Woodley? I hope he's better because Woodley flamed out. You're right. He had a good 2-year stretch, and then he was overpaid. I can't remember if we paid him.
No, we paid him.
We paid him and we traded him. We couldn't take it anymore.
We paid him, and then from everybody that I talked to, they said that's when it started. Got the check, got the Jordan deal, and it was all downhill after that, man. In terms of just the work ethic, I mean, it's unfortunate because he definitely had that type of skill. God, I used to love his little kick too. I was like, yo, you too big to be samurai kicking, and I'm mad I didn't get a chance to share the locker room with Lamar because Lamar's like Willie's cool cat, man. Cool dude, big energy, always just fun to be around. But man, I thought he would be better than Debo just by the way he started out. And I thought I liked his size so much. Oh, yeah,
because he was young when he started out with Debo. Yeah. So he had 11.5 sacks in 08, 09, 13.5, 10, then 9.
That's after winning the chip, get the Jordan deal, get the extension. Yeah.
So all the way up to 11. 10, 11s where we made the Packers Super Bowl, and then in 12 it was 4 sacks, 5 sacks.
Yeah. But he kept getting hurt, man.
Yeah, he played in 13 games, 11 games, and then we traded him to Oakland.
He got hurt
0.
out there.
And then
he
made the
AZ as well.
He made the AZ trip.
He made the trip to AZ. Listen, we all got to go to Pittsburgh West. That's our trip to Mecca. We take our little trip out there. We all go through it. Peasy went through it. Peasy laughed at me when I went through it. Peasy called me and said, "Boy, are you really doing that?" And I'm like, "Peasy, I got your jersey number. What you thought was gonna happen?" And we just kind of, we just chuckled about, "All right, I'll see you in a year. All right, cool." We know what it is when you go out to AZ. I'm glad James Conner made his trip out to the Steelers West Coast, man. I'm glad he made his trip out there. Hey, go spend your little year out there, do whatever you need to do, and then after that, you make it happen. But yeah, you got to take your trip out there, man. We all do it. We all do it. Just live with it, man. It's not a bad thing, We like them. The weather's nice. Yeah, they pay well. I can attest to that. They pay well.
It's just so funny going back. I mean, who else? Bro. Larry Foote, he definitely did it. I remember him doing it,
bro. Foote went out there, stopped, and then started coaching out there. I tell you, I get out there, and I'm like, P, yo,
I think Brian McFadden did it too.
I believe he did. I literally called up P's. I got to say, P's, you're not gonna believe who my coach is. He's like, who's your coach? It's like, it was Foote. It's like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah. And the whole time we had to meet with Foote didn't even coach me as if I was a Cardinal. You know how he would coach the defense to me? Hey, look, the same way we do it with Dick when we were under LeBeau, the same way Butts tell you to do this how we gonna do it over here. The same way we did it over here, this how you gonna do it over here. You gonna drop this 3, hey, on the backside, you gonna have to vertical carry this. It was so fun. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, this is Pittsburgh's defense y'all trying to run. Like, identical. Y'all even trying to talk about it the same way. Like, get out of here. It's crazy. Yeah. That was their thing, though, man.
Is it not the same way now? Is the Conner thing a coincidence?
It's different.
Officially?
I think the Conner thing was a coincidence right there, but it's still. I mean, the GM is still out there in terms of Steve Keim. I don't know how long he's been there, but he was the guy that brought me.
Oh, wow.
I was a part of that group, so yeah, I don't know how long he's been out there. I don't even know why that's like the connection.
Wisenhunt went out there.
Yeah, but like, what made Wisenhunt go out there? Like what
he was going for a head coaching job. This was back in like 2004. It was ever since Wisenhunt got there. That's when all this stuff has happened. Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's nuts, man. That is nuts.
I didn't think it would be this long of a lineage though, all the way till now, because Wisenhunt's gone.
Generation. Yeah.
But you said there are still some pieces there where
it definitely is, man.
They're trying to replicate the Steelers' defense.
Definitely is, man.
I can't be thinking they're doing that now with Kingsbury.
I will feel like it, but you got to remember. It was Steve Wilkes. He had just came over from Carolina when I got there.
Who was the coordinator? Like, is there a person on the coordinating staff, or even just a position coach that has lasted this long?
It was just Foote to me, but Foote had been there a part of the other staff, so I don't know. Because Foote was on the defense. You know who was
running things.
You know who was on the offense? Leftwich.
Oh
yeah, B Leftwich. Like, we fired our OC after 3 games and basically promoted Leftwich.
You know who it was. Arians was out there too. So it was Wisenhunt for a few years. I can't remember who was in between that, but then Arians after his Colts stint. Yep.
And that's why Foote and Leftwich went down to Tampa with Arians. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because he had all them boys down there. I mean, Antoine Randall was down there as well in Tampa, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. God, dog, that's funny, man. Shoot, we also got Joel Hernandez, though. Joel Hernandez simply says this, man. Shout out to you, Joel Hernandez. We appreciate your support. Tuitt and Big Ben snubbed from the top 100. It's crazy how Baker Mayfield made it to me. Joel, we agree with the snub. We understand that this offseason was the Baker Mayfield offseason in terms of media people are going to try to say he's a franchise quarterback. They're going to try to sell it to everybody that's on this chat. They're going to try to sell it to everybody that watched this video. But I don't know if you feel like Baker Mayfield is a franchise quarterback. I'm not ready to go there just yet. I'm not. Okay? So I understand that Baker made the list, and he was kind of high on the list. He was like in the, was it 70s, right? I want to say he was in the 70s.
Yeah, way too high.
He was in the 70s. So we understand that. We ain't tripping. We're going to come back. We circling the block on everybody at the end of the season, all right? All these Big Ben haters, all these Pittsburgh Steelers doubters, we not going to have a, who could pee further right now.
Don't forget the fake fans.
Oh, and definitely the fake fans.
Yeah.
And the fake fans who give out that fake news as well. We don't want any of those, all right? So, we're not going to hit them right now. No. No. Let him just keep putting that rope around it. Just keep giving the rope, just keep getting it to him. And then eventually they're going to hang themselves, baby, because we know how this thing is going to ride, all right? So just take your time. But I would like to see Tua get some recognition like that next year. If he continue to put it together. With those lists from personal experience, it takes 2 years. You got to have that first year when you come on the scene. Then typically that next year is when you'll get that type of love, especially as an interior D lineman. It's hard.
Yeah, if you're skill position,
right? It's hard to get it from there.
Skill position because of the fantasy stuff and the publicity they get like that. Like Justin Jefferson's on there, but deservingly so. But was DK on it last year?
I don't remember honestly.
Yeah, I don't either, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. But the
like Terry McLaurin coming off of his rookie year, I wouldn't be surprised if he was in like the 90s or something. That's more attainable than you're right. Just a defensive lineman having one big season.
You think about him having double-digit sacks and this offseason. Now we know everything that transpired later on in the offseason with his family, but before that, he still wasn't even the main guy that was like looked at or talked about on the defense. It was still TJ, and then we would talk Cam, and we were obviously paranoid about Bud in terms of him leaving, but Tua had a quiet double-digit sack season, which is extremely tough to do as an interior D lineman.
I was surprised when I look back on it.
Yeah, but that also goes into why it takes a year or two for a guy like Tua to ultimately get on that list, because most people aren't like paying attention to that position like that. And when you already have a guy like Cam Hayward getting notoriety and all the recognition, they just like, all right, whoever's next to him, it doesn't matter anymore. So,
yeah.
What you got over there, man? You got any?
I got Cody. I don't know where that is on your list.
Oh, we good. Yeah, we right on schedule then. Yeah.
Oh, really?
We are good. Absolutely.
Okay,
man. You know
perfect.
I'm cooking with you, man.
I got Cody Slangsky. Do you think Chase Claypool will be the feature in the passing game unlike last year? It seems like the Steelers held back. Then when Chase came in, it was fire every time. He looked unstoppable but misused. I agree. I think he should be. I think it's tough. Deontay's probably going to get the most.
Get that man a jet sweep.
Deontay's probably going to get the most targets, which I'm completely fine with. But Claypool obviously needs to be featured more.
Can we get more jet sweeps from him, though?
No.
What about the reverse?
No.
What about the fake reverse?
I don't want any of that.
What about the annexation of Puerto Rico? Can he run that? No, I'm messing with you, bro.
What was that one? That's from Little Giants. What did they do?
That's
it was like a fumble-rooski?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fumble-rooski.
I had to think for a second. Could it work?
No,
is Canada that innovative?
Hey, man, you never know, man. I wouldn't put it past Matt Canada. But in terms of Chase, man, I do think he will be featured a lot more. For him, just stay healthy. Stay healthy. I mean, he was being featured all through training camp. That's not going to change. I think that they want to definitely get him more involved, more active in this offense, because when you assess how last season went, if you're Coach Tomlin, if you're Kevin Colbert, and you're looking at Chase Claypool's usage, you're saying to yourself, well, why did he get less targets? Why was he out there less later in the year where he was still showing that he was productive? It wasn't like from week 10 he didn't do anything else. We saw this dude balling in week 17. So whatever rookie wall you might have thought, clearly it wasn't that. So let's make sure we don't repeat that mistake. And let's get this dude out here early and often to get him the targets that he needs, because he can be a weapon. I mean, that is big speed. Big speed is scary in the NFL, man. Big speed is scary.
I think he could be a stud. Jamal Smith.
Excuse me.
Watching 65 and 66. Geez,
oh, 76. Damn, you all right, bro? That boy say I blacked out. No, read numbers together. Lord.
Dan is bigger and has a great punch and anchor. Chooks has great timing for the snap and moves before anyone else does. Who y'all got? I like Dan. Yeah,
and I'll say this, man. With Chooks, I do like the timing of the snap. He's trying to do what we saw. What was his name? Jake. Excuse me. Not. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Joe Thomas, that's his name. Yeah, we would see Joe Thomas do that, right? He would always be the first one out of his stance, the first one to get the kick, and you do that because it gives you more space, more time, which helps the pass blockers, right? They want to have space when it's a pass game. They want to eat up the space when it's the run game. The problem is, though, with that space, he's still not able to anchor. And when you create that much space, you're also giving the outside linebacker, that DN, time to build up more speed and power. So with Chooks, I mean, Adrian Clemens already probably talking to him about it. The thing that I would be considering watching him is just switch up your sets a little bit more. You can vertical set and that's fine, but every once in a while jump set a guy. If you jump set a guy, that's when you come right out the stance, and instead of you going back 3-4 yards, you going to get this dude right now. It's more so of a lateral, like I gotta go and create this action. And sometimes when you catch a guy off guard, and the play is over right then and there. But ultimately, it's just a different look. So a guy can't just feel like, okay, he's gonna get off this line.
He's just gonna push.
But all I need to do is right. I'm gonna just make sure I bum, and I'm a bull rush every single time because I know you're sitting light. That's the thing that I would say in terms of how you could combat that, or you got to learn the technique that Al learned. Al Villanueva, right? Al struggled with the bull rush as well. Al was tall and lean. He couldn't handle the bull rush, and he would struggle with guys that could get low and speed rush around the edge. But what he started to understand was the trap your hands technique. Tunch Ilkin showed him. I watched them literally a whole offseason. Tunch and Al walking 100 yard, smacking the hands. And what it was, when you would come
Tunch,
off,
secret MVP.
Oh yeah,
not even
Tunch
coaching.
Yeah, Tunch was that dude for that. Absolutely. And I wouldn't like before I was rehabbing, so I would be in there every day like, yo, this is like the boringest thing watching them go up and down the field. I'm like, yo, it's just the whole time until we got out there and you went to go bull rush this dude. You put your arm out and he's like, oh, I'm gonna chop it down. And you're like, bro, whoa, O-line, we're not supposed to be chopping hands. We're supposed to be chopping hands, and it catches you off guard. But now it makes you not be able to bull rush. So it takes away one of the critical parts of being a pass rusher. And now it gives that offensive lineman that much more of an advantage. So if you're Chooks and you have been struggling with the bull rush, you know you get out fast and you want to get out fast so you can feel like you got more time. That's something I'll be trying to learn if I was him, man.
That's interesting. So that's the ins and outs of maybe what I was seeing a little bit in the preseason game where Chooks wasn't getting necessarily burned. He was just getting pushed back and it'd be really quick.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Learned something new. That was great. Good question and good comment by you.
Shout out to the question though, man. You know, anytime we get a chance to talk a little old line, man, I like to get them dudes love, man. I tell you, that goes back to my high school lineage. They're like, oh yeah, you was probably a quarterback, a running back. I was in 7-on-7, baby. 7-on-7, I'm gonna be the best wide receiver, tight end, running back, whatever you want, I got you. But when we put them pads on, baby, you want to get 1,000-yard rusher, go ahead and run behind old Moat. And that's how we would do it. You feel me? So I got to show my love to my big guys up front. And every once in a while, we got to talk about them and the techniques.
So we got a few more. You want to answer these ones? Then we hit the next topic?
Absolutely, man.
G. Alexander.
Man, can I shout you out real quick? I really love when you got the chat popping like this, man. It makes it so easy.
I know.
You're the man for that, bro.
I just get pissed. I get pissed off because if we're going on a topic, then I lose probably a ton of them. You know what I mean? I only get the most recent ones. So G. Alexander, good to be in the building as always. Smash the like button with some Big Deke energy with your taco meat out. Wow.
Gotta have a taco meat. If you don't have the taco meat out, what are you doing?
And then we have a little slogan right here. They can have the top 100. We'll take 7.
Respect. Definitely respect that,
I think we can all agree with that. And then we got Q.
Agree.
Oh, wow. My Moats jersey is coming tomorrow. Let's go.
Whoa, hey now. All right, Rockstar then. Deesh. I'm going to have to make sure we link up. I'll, put a little signature on that thing for you, baby.
Yeah, stop by the tailgate.
Respect that. Absolutely.
Emmanuel Johnson then says, Deke, when you get in the PS5, man, I have it.
You do?
I do. I've had it. Yeah, I've had it since it came out. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so then.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look that much different, to be honest with you. It really isn't. It's not Madden on PS4 to PS5. Yeah. There's little things. It's nothing crazy, though.
Are you one of the people that feel like Madden has gotten lazy since there's really no competition to push them forward? Like, remember back when they had NFL 2K? Who was doing? Yeah,
that was back in 2005.
Yeah, I think T.O. was on the cover one year. Like, and a lot of us would feel like at the time, like those football games were better, like the gameplay and stuff like that. But since then, it's felt like with Madden, they don't really do a ton of revamping. It's just like, all right, here's the new game. We'll change the cover, switch that up. There you go.
Updated rosters.
Yeah, get a little more sweat beads.
It's tough because if the game is, for the most part, pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, what is there to change, really?
Because I've heard people talk about the AI part of it, right? Or
I think every 4 or 5 years there is kind of a rehaul.
It's like a big update to them, yeah.
Like Madden 21 to Madden 22, I didn't think there was that much of a difference. But I don't know when they're going to be making a potential change. I'm not one of those people that go off completely about that stuff just because there's humans that are part of this organization, company. There's a lot of things going on. probably not going to be perfect. I enjoy the game. Yeah. I enjoy playing Madden. Trust me, there's things that piss me off, but I just understand that's part of it. That's probably always going to be part of it. I will say this, though. I don't know if it's next gen versus older gens and stuff. Mm-hmm. Some of these old games, even though the graphics aren't that amazing, they actually play better.
I agree.
I don't know what there is to that. I don't know because you have the next gen and the graphics and everything.
But I definitely felt like that. Yeah.
There's more glitches and some weird stuff going on. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what though, man. Like I got I was trying to keep this a secret, but I got the NCAA 14. I bought a PS3 like a month ago because I wanted to do some gameplay with that. Yeah. But then Madden dropped a little bit after. I'm like, I want to be on the Madden kick. So at some point I wanted to play some NCAA 14. But I was doing it in some spare time just to get used to it. Bro, it plays better than Madden. It just does. It plays really good.
Now, looking in the chat, man, people are feeling like Madden has gotten lazy. Winner says, heck yeah, or hell yeah. Madden is definitely lazy. AF. What does AF mean, Deke?
I could say it.
No.
So, I get what people are saying here. Got Moats saying they make billions every year. I get all that.
John Doe even said that Madden is the same. I hate it.
My two things, it's just tough because who are you calling out? Because all you're calling out's EA when EA is made up of how many people, developers. Like, there's so many things and so many different people even making decisions that have their hand in that. So there's that.
What would you add?
Or what like that's specifically like if you just went in,
right? Because I think
what would you change?
When
what would be the big rehaul?
NBA 2K revamped their My Player mode. Like that was a big deal where you could do you could have blacktop pickup games online. Like that was big. But with Madden, I'm like, I don't know what they could do to make that different. I mean,
for me,
you talk about 2014 NCAA. That was back when you could like legit go through your little combine, and you go to which school you want to commit to, and you see the guy like.
Oh, you're my player guy.
I love. My player. I love it, bro.
You could see I'm a team builder.
Yeah,
I'm an ultimate team.
Yeah. For me, I'm always in my I want to go that journey because I always think of like myself. I was like, yo. It don't matter how you get here, bro. You want to go to Wyoming? Let's go UW. We going there today, or do you want to go out to Boise? Like I pick random schools, and I just want to be the nicest cat.
Well, that makes sense because you like the Call of Duty games too.
Yeah, same concept. Yep.
You do online, but you like the story modes for those too. Mm-hmm. That makes 100% sense. I
definitely do, man.
Like for Ultimate Team, like that was the big thing I would change. I was complaining about last year. Remember, I was talking about how they do their transactions, and it almost forces people to want to get those third-party coins. Mm-hmm. They made. I'm going to give them a chance this year because so far they've been all right. Okay. Like I actually haven't had to like buy coins outside of it so far. They've been all right.
And we haven't run into any more black market Madden vibes where they might kick you off or anything, right?
They may still do that.
That was the thing, right? That was the thing. That was like recent. That was a couple weeks ago.
Listen, if my coins aren't to the amount that I need for a certain card, I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that.
Hey, at least he's honest. My man said, look, I'm going to get janky. I need my guys.
If they ban me, I'm going to be pissed off again. Hey, I will be, but I don't. There's some things going on with the game. I don't know if they're as concerned about that right now. I'll put it that way. And I think they're actually doing a better job to try to help you with your coins so you don't have to go and constantly be buying stuff. Yeah. We'll see. I'll give them a chance. It's early, though. It's early.
So who gets a longer chance? Madden or Chooks?
I'm going to keep coming back to Madden. I did last year. They banned me. I still wanted to play.
So, yeah, Madden, you're going to get your chance. You get your chance. Chooks,
yeah. Chooks got a week.
Too much. You go, we ain't got time for that. Hey, but Trina's still diva. She asked, hey, Arthur, will you sign my 55 jersey? It says still diva on it, though. Actually, I will. I don't care what it says on it, man. I've signed everything. I've signed a Troy jersey. It was the most awkward thing ever because Troy's like right over there. And I'm like, bro, why do you want me to sign this? You know what it was, though? I don't know if you've ever been at Latrobe, the Friday Night Lights, where it's at the high school and the fans like right on the fan. It's like a different vibe, but it's super intimate. It's way different than when we're at St. Vincent. So beforehand, we'll go out and we'll sign for 15, 20 minutes, but it's just, you don't really have a lot of time to dictate who's signing what, who is more so everybody's, oh, come here, I need a player. Because then that's our last chance for them to sign or for us to sign with them that night. And literally I'm signing. This person's like, yo, we signed the jersey. I'm like, look at the 4. That's a choice. I ain't signing this, man, sign him. I'm like, bro, this is awkward. It's awkward. This is my first year here. It's a choice there. I'm like, yo, I don't want to sign it. right there. It's like, all right, it was weird. It's weird. I've signed Troy. I've signed AB. It's awkward, bro.
That's funny.
And I always said it like, do I sign on the 8? Do I sign on the 4? Like when it was Troy, it was like, do I sign on the 4? Do I sign on the 3? I'm gonna just sign at the bottom of the jersey. So if you wanted to like get him to sign on the number and fold it, you don't have to see mine. Like that was my mindset. Just Troy. But Trina still diva. 5. Absolutely, man. I would definitely sign that. Yeah, I probably should tell her how to send it though, huh? Yeah, just mail to Deke's house. Your address out real quick.
I'm good.
All right. But no, I think I've already given out the address to send stuff to before. So I think I've done that on the show. I think I have.
Your P.O. box? Right?
Yeah. It's like a legit mailbox. Yeah, I've definitely said that before.
Are you going to say it again? Is that what you're saying? Or
I don't know.
Are you telling me to go back to that?
Oh, man. That'd be... Oh, that'd suck. If she circles back and says that she needs it again, I'll drop it again.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
All right, so that's how we'll play that one right there, man. Alrighty. Did we get all of those super chats just yet?
So we finished the 3 that I talked about, but there are some more that are coming in. I don't know if you want to hold off on those.
Well, let me shout out this upper room member first because I did just see where Jeremy Price. Shout out to Jeremy Price. He just joined the upper room. So Jeremy, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I like it. Alrighty, all right. Well, I think this is actually still talking about Madden, this Derek comment. And shout out to Derek, man. He joined before we even started the show. We shouted him out. He's been heavily in the chat. And here he is again, man, popping up. So Derek simply says this. He says, what do you think about Colin Kaepernick, getting an 81 overall in Madden? Because I did see that where they said he was rated higher than Ben. And he hasn't played ball in how many seasons right now? I was a little bit rubbed the wrong way. And you know, I don't have any issues with Cap. I'm just like, brother, like, you have not been playing for how many seasons? We just saw Ben Roethlisberger throw for 4,000 yards. We just saw, even in a bad season, even if you want to say that was the worst season I've ever been, if you want to go that route, that is still better than what Colin Kaepernick did last season on the football field, the year before that, and
5
the year
years,
before that.
4 years?
Because we have not seen him out there. It's not a shot at Kaepernick, but how do you have my man rated at 81?
Considering you have Ben at a 78, it just doesn't add up at all.
When we go down the list of different Steeler players that we feel like should be in the 80s, I just don't understand it.
Oh, yeah, like Claypool's 70-something. I think
I don't understand
Juju
it, bro.
and Deontay are in the 70s.
I do not understand it, man.
If you want to even stick with quarterbacks, dude, I think Justin Herbert's like a 78, 79, and they have Kaepernick at an 81.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it, bro. Like, why? Help me with the logic. Is it the running ability? We haven't seen it in 5 years. I don't get it.
I'm trying to grab the filters of the quarterbacks here so I could see it all.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't add up. It does not add up.
Like, when I saw that, I instantly thought of you, but I was so just in a moment of like shock that I couldn't. Because you know, anytime I see stuff that it gets me, I'll send it to you. We'll laugh about it a little bit. But when I saw that, bro, I was just like, yo, I can't like fathom where you have to be mentally to make that statement, to do that rating officially and put it out there on your game in 2021. If this was 2015, okay, cool. If you even wanted to take a chance saying 18, first 2 years out, cool. But bro, it's been way too long right now, man. It's been way too long. Y'all gotta stop that.
I just want to confirm what other quarterbacks here. You know what? You're right. EA is greedy, and they don't know what the hell they're doing because their website, I can't even filter the quarterbacks right now. Someone needs to get on this.
Come on, man.
Someone needs to get on this. But I'm actually almost 100% sure. There might be another quarterback or two where you're just like, holy hell, to have Kaepernick above him. But Herbert's one of them and Ben's one of them. So to have him at 81 over them two is just absurd.
This is true. So I got 2 things for you. I got to get to you, Deke. 2 things.
Okay.
All right. First one, the bro Barbarian. He brought up a great point, and this makes a lot of sense. He says Chad Johnson is the ratings manager at Madden. And that is correct. So we know that maybe that Steeler bingo, maybe it's that in there, okay?
I feel like a lot of our AFC North rivals, though, had love for the Steelers, like had respect for Ben and stuff.
Respect, yes, but it's different when you can get them on the back end when you never got a chance to like have the long-term success. Well, actually, Ocho might have.
He never won the Super Bowl, though. He's still salty a little bit.
That's what it is.
Us beating him in the playoffs with the Carson Palmer injury.
That's definitely what it was. And then he didn't get no love. He dropped the one when he was in Super Bowl with New England.
Yeah.
Was that the Seattle game?
Had to have been.
I thought, I feel like that was
Had to
Saturday.
have
He had a
been.
drop early in it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Giants. I think it might have been Giants.
It was
in
one of them.
2012. They lost.
Yeah, it had to be. Was
20,
it 12?
2012, 2011, something like that.
It was early. I think it was 11 because I still was young.
You think it's the Giants one though?
Yeah, the reason I think it was 11 because I remember like still being like hype on the field when he came on. I was playing in Buffalo. It was definitely 11 because my second game against New England, last game of the year in New England, and I'll never forget this. I come on the field and Ocho was like running off, and I'm like, "Yo, Ocho, I love you."
It's that Heinz Ward story too.
And he give me the little nod, and I remember him giving me the nod. I felt like I'm legit because Ocho like nodded back. And this is like when he just got done with his dating show. He was celebrating all the time. Like, and I just played him the year before when it was him and T.O., the whole Batman and Robin in Cincinnati, right? So I remember I give it a little nod. I'm like, dang, like I'm hyped. And that next play, I go and the tackle was Matt, I think it was Matt Light that they had up there as their left tackle in New England. I beat him. I sacked Brady. That next play, you couldn't tell me anything. Now, granted, we got whooped, but you couldn't tell me anything because Ocho Cinco acknowledged me after I had the courage to speak to him on the field, and then I go out here and beat Matt, get the sack on Brady. Oh, man. Yeah, we could have lost by 1,000. I was so hype. Yeah.
I didn't know you sacked Brady.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick.
I mean, it's cool. He's all right.
I think that's the first time you said it, so it must not be.
Talk about it like that,
must not be up there for you.
Well, I've had bigger moments with bigger quarterbacks.
The Brett Favre one is monumental.
The same way Debo has he got his play. I got my play. It's like, all right, I'm gonna ride with the one that brought me to the dance. You feel me? Yeah. It don't matter when it happened. It happened. We're going. Hey, that's my play. I'm gonna just keep it. Now we got other plays, but that's the one I stand on. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's cool to bring it up and who have you sacked? I got this guy, I got that guy. I got a picture of all of them. I can confirm it. I can show it. But yeah, because that was my other thing. I always felt like.
Do you have it up in your room or something?
No, I don't hang. I don't hang it there.
Portraits going
but
down.
I legit. The only reason I did is because I told myself when I was playing, I said, man, I didn't know when I would have like my kids if they were gonna see like how long my career was. So I said, any quarterback that I've sacked, they're gonna be able to say, no, my dad legit. Like, here's a picture of it right here. Now, granted, the internet has like blown up since then. And you can Google half this stuff and it pops up. But back then, it wasn't the same. So I was always thinking ahead, just like, I'm going to make sure I got documents so you can never say, oh, you ain't sacked that guy or you was a bum. Okay, well, look at this right here now. Okay, well, I guess this bum did that. That was always my thing. So, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, toxic, man. I'm always looking to defend something. Or just, oh, you want to say that? Okay, well, just planning ahead. Get the receipts ready. Come on, man. All right, I ain't never tripping, man. But I did have to give a shout out because we had some action going on in this chat as well from Stephanie Ramirez. And this comment is directed towards you.
Okay.
Madden challenge Deke with 3 of the double heart emojis and 4 of the 100 emojis. I'm getting Love and Basketball feel. So you remember Love and Basketball? Are you familiar with the movie Love and Basketball?
I've never seen it.
So in the movie Love and Basketball, right? You got a guy, you got a girl. They were next door neighbors. They played basketball. They liked each other. They end up splitting up. And at the end of the movie, right, they've all lived their lives. They're both on their professional trajectories. And the young lady says to my man Quincy, let's play a game of one-on-one basketball, playing for your heart. And we're all like, oh, man. So my man Quincy giving it to her. They're going back and forth. It's tight. Everybody thinking, all right, it's a 1-point game. Quincy not going to win. He going to make sure she wins so that way it's the happy ending love story. My man Quincy get a bucket on her and she's sick. And we're all in the theater like, yo, it's got to be over. Like, he's going to walk off, hits her with the double or nothing. And after that, everybody goes, oh, they're back together. So, I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting, man, with the Madden challenge. Y'all go to playing and you know what I mean? She might be kicking your butt because, you know, your skills, people say you nice and some people say you not nice. I don't really know. But you go in there, you getting it and she might win, but she might hit you with the double or nothing. Or you get her with a double or nothing. You never know, man. But either way, I'm interested to see how this plays out, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing another comment. Yeah. I don't know if this can't be the same one.
No, Rand said you should stream the game while you do it too, man.
Head to head in Madden, you down. That's what she said too.
Oh.
Wow.
She's big talk.
I mean, that's
big talk. Now,
this would be a big time stream then, huh? Like
it would. It would.
This could get some publicity.
Now, Chinks Bud said Deke not gonna let her win. Okay?
No.
So you're not going to let him win?
Trust me. No.
Zach Bartram just said Deke's face is matching his shirt right now, and Deke stinks at Madden. I'd clap him. That's what Zach just said. All right, verbatim.
I know a few people are saying I'm not that good.
So I don't know. I don't know how good or not good you are. But it sounds like she thinks she can get you in that game right now, man. That's what it sounded like. Okay? Juan Rangel said she wants the Heat. He said she wants the Heat because Deke sucks.
Stephanie, you play Ultimate Team.
Uh-oh.
Who's your quarterback? Like, who's your squad?
Uh-oh.
We got to hear that.
Don't get shot now. Dang. Don 1 said Deke scared.
Damn.
Winners try hard. Deke coming soon. Oh, my gosh.
Look at this.
Oh,
man.
no. Jeremy Price, Deke's Madden Viz a straight comedy. Lord, Deke, why they coming at your game like that?
I think that was a compliment, or at least I hope it is.
Man, we're gonna have to see stuff. Come on now. Don't hey, we're gonna this
That's what I mean. I got a Steelers
game up, man.
I got a Steelers theme team.
And we've had Madden games at the tailgate. We've had that. Shout out to Madden, man. They showed us love. Yeah.
That is
Might
true.
need to run that back with them now that we think about it. Could that be the ultimate matchup? Deke versus the people. Deke versus Stephanie for the prime time game. Whew. I don't know, man. I don't know, but you got to win, bro.
I feel
if
like
you lose, like, how does that work? If you lose to anybody in this chat, if she beats you, like, dang, do you have to read her comment like every time from here on out? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how this goes
a permanent
now.
Guest spot?
Is this?
Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities like running through my mind right now about
what are we playing for right now? Are we playing for your heart?
I don't know what's at stake. I have no clue. But my thoughts are like, it seems like people want to play. Like, either get this on Twitch, live stream it.
Some people even saying
I feel like people would tune in
some
for
people even saying
head-to-head matchups.
Mason Rudolph as your quarterback and still get it done.
Well, dude, you'd like
some
this.
People are saying. That's what they're saying
you'd
right
like
now.
This.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a QB competition, QB2 competition for the Steelers team.
Uh-oh.
So Ben's the starter.
Oh, wow.
And I just played 2 games, Mason and Haskins.
Oh, man.
I got another, I'm not going to say how many in deck 2 to be in the competition, but we're in the midst of that right now.
Okay.
Mason. You know what? Michael Patrick McCracken had the best comment probably about Mason. He's good till he's not. I'll just say that's kind of what happened.
Till he is not.
That's what happened in the Ultimate Team game. Haskins made the dude quit. I'll put it out there for you. Haskins faced some easier competition though.
Okay.
Because I checked the rosters and everything. Mason had to deal with some Ebron drops in the end zone to tie the game up. Like there's
fair enough.
So if you look at the context, there's
it's a little bit more layered into that thing.
There is a little bit.
Okay, now Trina Still Diva just says in the midst of this Stephanie Ramirez, our resident California person, versus Deke challenge, she simply just said, Alexa, play California Love because this is beautiful right now. This is beautiful. I love watching y'all work, man. I love it. Love it.
I missed what you said at the beginning. I'm sorry. I just heard you said something about.
You know you zoning in and out. We with you, baby. We not tripping. We are not tripping at all. We are not tripping.
I heard you said a song, California Love.
California Love, because you know Stephanie's from California. And it's just so fitting for y'all two people right now. So Trina Still Diva was making sure Alexa knew to play California Love. That's all.
Oh, is that what she's listening to right now?
Because of y'all right now. Because you and Stephanie going back and forth.
Damn.
It happens, man. It happens. Why you keep blushing, man? Stephanie got you blushing, man.
This is just funny.
And Bat 300 said, Deke blacking out. No. He's just blushing, man. Sometimes when you combine football and Stephanie, it makes him uncomfortable a little bit. So his face gets a little red.
You guys are killing me.
It's cool, man. It's all right. It happens to the best of us, bro. Don't worry. Just take it in stride, man. But you can't lose to her.
No, I'm not. I would not let her win.
For the show's honor.
Yeah, I would not let that happen.
Come on, man. Yeah.
I feel like it would be a big deal if this was a matchup happening, or if just even I played anyone in the chat. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's something here potentially.
You just can't lose. You can't lose, but it would be.
I'm not writing this off. I'm open to it. I'm just gonna put it out there.
All right, we got options.
We could potentially have a pretty big matchup at some point.
All right.
We'll see.
All right.
some big time stream. Do we do pay-per-views on this or what?
Ooh, was it Triller? Go to Triller route, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We can make that work. Now, I don't know if you got this chat
People
right
are trying to put my eyebrows on the line again.
Oh, don't do that. Because I'm looking in the super chats, and we also got some other people.
Stephanie got to join the upper room if she lose.
Oh, you're right, because she's heavy hardcore lower room right now. Heavy hardcore lower room. And it's fine. It's fine. You know, not everybody wants the content. That's cool. Not everybody wants the access. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. We can't, hey, what they say, we can lead the horse to the water. We just can't make it drink, baby. We're not going to make it drink. No. But 2 comments that are sticking with this before we transition to the next thing. And Don 1, yes, I will commentate it. If this goes down, I for certain will commentate, okay? I'll use it as a warm-up or whatever, but I will suit it and boot it. The same way I'm going to do my color commentary this year. I will make sure that I am dressed to my best to commentate that matchup between Deke and Stephanie Ramirez from California, all right? That's all I'm saying right now. But Emmanuel Johnson, he's chiming in. He's trying to get on the action as well. And we appreciate your support. He says, that's great, man. I love YouTube. I love the YouTube channel. And I do a Steelers themed team just like you, Deke. He says, if I join the upper room, he's talking to you. Can I get a game against you? Wow. He said he does a Steelers themed team just like you. He said he loves the YouTube channel. He said that, he'll join the upper room. But can he get a game versus you? Moment of truth. What you got for us?
So he's not joining the upper room unless I give him the game.
I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe wait him out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait you out, but I'm also open to it. Like I said, I got all these comments and all these ideas that are coming through in the chat right now. There might be something here. There might be some pay-per-view matchups and primetime games, Moats commentate. Like there's a lot going on right now. Like this could be a whole like WWE type of thing.
We're getting multiple people saying, "Hey man, they'll join on Chinks Bud wants half of your stash on the line as well."
See, look at this.
Yeah. Now Stephanie Ramirez, she says, "Let's go." She's not scared of nothing. But I don't know, Deke. I don't know, man.
Some of these comments,
it's making me nervous. Now, Zach Barsham, he's going the love route. He's not even trying to get the video game going. No, actually, he might be trying to get the video game going. He's trying to get it set up. He simply says, Deke, Stephanie Ramirez wants your number. Okay? Oh. She also said, if Deke wins,
okay,
she will provide the California sticky for you. Now, we know that's the research material that people go to Mars with. They freak out. I heard in California, they have great research material. I haven't researched that just yet, but I've heard it's very nice in California. That's what I've heard. So she is saying that she will provide that California sticky, icky for you if you beat her. That's that, just throwing it out there. I know that might, weigh into this hierarchy of decision making or not, but yeah, we'll just leave that out there. And still stainless steel simply says Deke is blushing hard. Yes. I'm trying to get
Listen,
the fleshness to remove a little bit.
All I'm gonna say is I'm open to some of these things right here. So
you'll like this. Stephanie says, "I'm sorry, Deke. It's cute when you're red." LOL. There you have it.
You guys are bad, man. I don't know. Is this a borderline roast session almost?
I don't even know.
Borderline.
I don't even know how we got here, but I love it.
But you know what? I'm sure it is pretty entertaining. Like
I don't know how we got down this path, but we are here, and I am for it, bro. I am for it. Oh my god, I love this conversation.
It's what the chat's talking about. What can you say? I mean,
wow, bro, that low-key had me in tears. Oh man, I love it. Yes. So Solo Joe, Deke is in his bag right now, man. This is big Deke energy right here, man. And Winter simply says, "Don't fumble, Deke." I'm not gonna read the rest of that. All right. But anywho, as
someone says Deke is dropping the ball more than Deontay.
Wow. Joe Mama said Deke's about to start shaking. He's nervous.
I'm cool as a cucumber.
Oh man. Wow. Thomas Riley, you're right. The new dating podcast with Deke and Moats. You're absolutely right. It's the Deke dating experience with Moats. Yeah, I'm the 2 chair right here, man. I'm loving this. Like, wow. We have got a whole love connection trying to work out right here, man. Yeah.
Oh, I know you're having a good time.
Let me just ride the wave. As much as I want to move on, as much as I would, let's keep it fair. I'm just in a moment.
Yeah. I understood.
Oh, man. That's funny, bro. That is funny. All right. Yes. Oh, Deke the Bachelor. You could be a bachelor. Like the new date. Oh, you got the Bachelor. Deke the Bachelor. Chasing for Deke. The chase for Deke. The chase for the Deke. The chase for big Deke energy. That could be a show.
That could work.
That could definitely be a show.
That could work.
That could be a show, man.
I could see it.
That could work, bro. It's catchy. It's definitely catchy.
There's been some pretty good ideas dropped in this chat and just in this whole podcast thus far.
Yeah, man.
In my opinion.
People are very enthused about you. You know what I mean? They think that you can, that you're a savant when it comes to connecting with people. They feel like you have that natural ability to just make people feel good.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, man. You're a viber, bro. That's what you are. Even if your face gets red every once in a while when we talk about Stephanie Ramirez. It's okay, bro. I ain't tripping. I ain't judging. It's what it is, man. It's cool, man. Why you keep looking over me? Don't look at me. She over there. She in the camera. You know what I mean?
I was out in the sun recently. You don't think that's it?
Nah.
Sunburn?
Sunburn. It was raining when you pulled up. What you talking about, man? There's a whole storm out here.
Yeah, because I definitely don't go tanning.
No.
That's.
Oh my God.
I don't want to take shots at anyone,
man.
but
man.
Yeah, don't. Come on.
Man.
If you're a guy going to a tanning booth, come on.
Dating with Deke. That's what I have to tell you, man.
Big Deke energy connections. That almost sounds like a power plant.
It does, man. It does. Chasing for Deke. She said, Thomas Rice says, chasing for Deke kind of sounds like a drink, though.
Wait, I gotta say this comment. Do you see this?
I do. Go for it.
I did text you about this. Retro TV1. He says, I don't know what his first comment says, but he says,
"Oh my God!"
And go try and get Curry's mama now.
You are sick. I love it.
I did text you a screenshot
for a fact. Now, oh my God!
Text you a screenshot of Curry's mom. Oh, it was even the one where it was
facts. Yes.
The shattered.
Yes.
I don't even know what you would call it, but it was Sonya on one side, Del Curry on the other.
Oh, man.
Sonya Curry files for divorce. I take the screenshot. I send it to you. I said, I think it's about my time to get back in the game.
Not a, yo, what's up? Not a, man, what we got going? Because I even texted you earlier. I even missed your response because you responded right in the middle of that picture of you. So I'm like, bro, I can't focus on anything else you just said because this caught me completely off guard. Like I did.
I sent you a bunch of texts before that.
I'm like, I couldn't care what was talked about in that text when I saw that picture because transparent here, right? So wifey, right? Wifey, like the Currys, like they that's the peoples, right? So when it first popped up, I'm like, oh, babe, you see what happened with Dell? Like,
so I got an in. I got a connection, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. For a fact, like they that's fans. So they had. I'm telling her, she's like, oh man, this is nuts. Like, did they got any details? And I'm like, okay, let me go search. And before I could pick my phone back up to search, you sent that text, and I lost it. I'm just like, bruh. I show wifey, she's dying laughing. I'm like, yo, only Deke can make this like this situation, bro. Deke said, look, man, she out here, bro. And what did I text back, man? Shoot or shoot, bro. Let's get after it, bro. So, I'm gonna support you in anything that you do. I got your back. I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
If you want to take your shot, man, I'll reload you. Get after him, Deke. Take mine. Like, yeah, I got your back, baby.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, man, it's the least I can do.
It's just funny someone commented that.
Yeah, that is
because that's exactly what happened. When was it? Monday? It might have been Monday.
Yeah. Now,
weekend.
Yep, I'm listening.
That was it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and it's just funny someone commented that.
Now, in the midst of everybody talking about Steph Curry's mother and her appearance, we're not going to deep dive into that. Juan Rangel does bring up a very good point here. He says, Deke, you are breaking Stephanie's heart by talking about Steph Curry's mother.
I thought we were just playing Madden, right?
That's how you play. You slide double. I thought we was just friends. You said it was nothing there. We was just friends. I was just friend. We can't all have friends? Nah. That's what
we can't all be cool, right?
Nah, I mean, we're all family, right? Can we all three of us together? Just hang out. We'll play Madden together. You know? Deke versus Stephanie versus Sonya. I mean, it'd be cool. All right. All right, you want me to commentate that one? I will pass. I'm not stepping into that venue. No. I want to live. I do not want to not live. All right. And they said Deke has the it factor. Yes, he does have it. Yes, he does. He does have it, bro. Yes. This is hilarious. All right, let's get back. Can we get... I don't even know how it happened. We're going to read through these super chats real quick, though, and then we'll continue on with tonight's show. I just love it. I can't help it. C. Brown. Shout out to you, C. Brown. And we appreciate your support as well. I can't even focus right now, bro. Because it keeps coming in. Like, because of the delay, as soon as I get to go, I'm just like, man. Because even Stephanie, she even gave a rebuttal. She says, Deke, when I win, we'll still be friends, right? She's asking, will we still be friends? Y'all still be able to connect?
Oh, she think I'm going to take it too hard.
She thinks you will. Once she beats you, it hurt your heart.
It's
you ain't gonna be able to recover from that.
Damn. Well, like I'll never read her comment again.
Yeah, like seriously. Like, and she's concerned about that. And I don't want it to be awkward because like I'll come up here and read it because I'm just sick. I'm here like, hey Deke, some Stephanie person happened to say this. What do you have to say?
Some name that starts with an S commented.
It reminds of
she thinks Mason's the goat.
Rakimes. You know, I'll just say it like that. Yeah. Mike says, "Poll it up, Deke or Stephanie." I mean, that would, you know,
who wins?
Yeah, who wins? I think you got her though, bro. Yeah, I think you got her. Should we poll that up real quick? We could poll it up and then we can get going now. Now, Trina Still Diva, you know she just dropped California Lovers, right? She said, Alexa, play California Lovers. She just spent the block on it. She says, Alexa, play Lovers and Friends. Tell me again.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's Lil Jon and Ursha, baby. And Ludacris. Can we be lovers and friends? That's what they want to know, man. Can y'all be lovers and friends?
I mean, they're calling for the poll.
You know what? Y'all want the poll? Y'all want the poll? We're going to poll it up then. All right, we're going to poll it up. Who do you all have tonight? Who do you have? Or no. Who are you taking? You want to go in as Deke or Big? No, you're Big Deke energy. Yeah, that's because it's a different.
You can just say Deke.
No. Big Deke energy. Stephanie from Cali. Huh. Who are you taking? Big Deke energy. Stephanie from Cali. Bam. Let's get it, man. Chat's up now, man. Polls up. Let's poll it up so we can get some time, man. Figure it out. Y'all can get y'all chance in there, man. Donald Copeland said they smoking that Stephanie pack tonight. Stephanie is going down, man. My man Big Deke energy for the dub tonight. You want me to stop it right now? It's 34 votes. Or
I'll vote on myself. Oh, wow, it's close.
I can stop it right now if you want. Right now you're in the lead. I can stop it.
Oh, shit. I'm done.
Bro, it's close. I can stop it before it gets further. Before it continues on, I can just cut it.
No.
You're with it, right? I can stop.
No, we need more votes.
This is tighter than PZ and Debo.
I want it to be fair.
Your numbers are going the wrong way right now, bro. This is not good. What are we doing? This is not good. Oh, my goodness, bro.
How we looking? We're all right.
It's dicey.
You want to stop the count?
It's dicey. Oh, man. Just give you like 30 seconds so you could just win. We got 100 votes. You're out.
I think we gotta get. Right? I think we gotta get to at least 200 for it to be fair.
Man,
200 votes.
It is tight right now, though. God, it is tight right
now.
Dude,
Zach Bartram's just hating. He just says everyone votes Stephanie.
Oh,
he's the one taking shots and saying I suck.
That's rough, man. He has been coming at you though.
It's cool though. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
He has been coming at you though. But dude, yeah. Joe Mama just said I accidentally voted Deke. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. What do you do? And then Volgar Tom's RM says, vote Stephanie. They campaigning against you, Deke. How are you going to campaign against Big Deke energy?
It's cool.
This is big, not small Deke energy. Big Deke energy. That's why I put it in the chat. Big Deke. Come on, man. There it is. Still Doug got your back. He says vote Deke.
Thank you.
Deke for president. There it is. Shout out like that, man. All right. It's been a minute. Should I stop it now? You're winning still.
We're not at 200.
Dude, you're right. We're not at 200, but you're still winning. You're still winning. Okay?
See, Stan knows what I'm saying. He says, hey, Deke, all good fun, bro. You just need to stay out of the sun, though. I see what he's saying. Like, yeah, man. That's what I thought.
Well, you know what? I do got these lights.
I know.
I think I replaced the bulb down here. So where you're sitting at, it's like one of those. It is
tough on me.
You know when you got like a reptile, you got to keep it warm. That's what you have over there. That's why it was getting all red and stuff.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it was, bro. Definitely what it was. You know I got your back, man.
All right, 157. Is that enough? That might be enough.
159. And you're still winning, bro. I feel like you got the juice, man. You better have the juice. That's all we saying, man. You better win.
I think we're good. Where are we at?
We're at 161. You're at
what's the percentage?
57% though.
It's been around that, right?
It has been. That is very tight though.
Because I voted myself.
Yeah.
Because I can't see the results on my end.
He said I voted for myself. I'm surprised Trina Still Diva just said she voted for Stephanie.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not, but I am. I just figured that you were, Big Deke over. But I understand.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
She's not even an upper room member, Trina. Come on now. Come on. Nah, you right.
We pausing it?
Wow.
Ending it? Stopping the count?
I'm gonna read this chat that I was supposed to read first off.
Okay.
To give that a little bit more time, all right? Because she's trying to make
Zach's
a comeback.
coming around to me. He's saying I feel ashamed for hating on Deke. Dude, it's
yes,
all good,
yes.
honestly. I don't take anything personal, really.
All right, here we go. C Brown, let me get back to you real quick in the middle of this poll being up. C Brown, we appreciate your support as well. And he says, great show as always. Just want to encourage everyone to go purchase number 2 jerseys to show your support. Just kidding. Crying emoji.
Number 2, support for who? Stephanie, because she loves Mason?
Nah, I'm assuming it's got to be that. But he does say he's joking. He says, just kidding. Don't buy the number 2 jerseys.
What about a Vic number 2?
That can cook. Facts. Facts. That'd be that. I will rock that.
Yeah.
I can rock that. Would you rock that? That's a vibe
I think
right
a genius would rock something like that, honestly.
That's a vibe right there. That's definitely a vibe right there.
Yeah.
For a fact, that's a vibe, man. I like it. Next up, though. Oh, man, shout out to Q. Q simply says, I am for this Moats commentary. You know what? I appreciate you. Every once in a while, I try to commentate when I can and try to just provide a little bit of laughter in the midst of everybody's daily struggles. Or while you're on Mars. But either way. Or you could be blacking out. It just happens. We're going to make sure it's fun, though, baby. So I'm glad that you enjoyed my commentary. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Man, all right. I feel like that's going to be a football topic right there. We're going to get back to the football topic, but Corey Rayford Jr. simply also says, nice shirt, Deke. My boy swagging today. That's probably why this conversation started, because the taco meat, the red, I mean, you were just vibrant. You like a big peacock walking in here, like, just the bravado. It was nice on you, man.
Yeah, feeling good today.
It happens like that, man. This one of them days where I got to open the door. Wife can't open the door. Not Taco Meat Deke. Y'all know the rules, man. Taco Meat Deke, man. This is peak man. I feel like I'm sitting next to Johnny Bravo right now. Like, that's the vibe that I get when you got the taco meat out like that. It's different, bro. It's just different. All right. But Vince Trombetta simply says, leave Deke alone. If it was your choice, who would Yins have? Who would Yins have be the number 2 back behind Najee? There we go. I personally think Kalen Ballage is the clear option.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vince for getting us back on topic, baby.
Yeah, I'm with Ballage. McFarland brings that change of pace, though.
He does.
So I don't know if it's a clear cut, but if Najee gets hurt and we need the next RB1, it's Ballage, clearly. That's what I think.
I agree. And I think Ballage, man, he's really put together a complete camp, a complete preseason. He looks really good. He looks consistent, more importantly. So for me, I think that he'll be my guy behind Najee. I like McFarland, but I like McFarland as more of a utility. More of like, we're going to have 15 plays where we scheme things up for you. But as a whole, I think Kalen is definitely the more traditional style that will fit more of what Najee is doing as well.
Okay.
All right. So 6 minutes has gone by. The poll has been up. It's 186 votes right now. I'm about to call it for you.
Okay.
Big Deke energy for the dub.
Got the dub. Nice.
58%.
Someone's calling voter fraud on this one.
Oh!
Saying we need the recap.
Yo, wow.
Page Wolf.
We were stuffing those boxes, man.
I pulled up a few burners on
You know how it goes, man.
I pulled up a few burners on my computer.
Hey, just using our resources. That's all. We're using our resources. You thought I was going to conduct a poll and not stuff that ballot box? Come on now. Sheesh. What y'all thought this was? Hey, if I didn't do that, man, how could I sit next to my dog over here like that? All right. So we're gonna get a couple more of these super chats, and then we'll get to that next topic though, man, before we get into the big preview as well. Keep this thing rolling along.
Works for
all
me.
right, so let's go UW. Let's go UW. We appreciate you first off, but he says, hey Deke, Have you heard the latest 7 slander from Mina Kimes on ESPN saying Big Ben can't throw more than 15 yards? Also, TJ made top 10 in the top 100. What are your thoughts on Mina? I think I sent you the first Mina. This Mina happened. Yeah. That was around that same time.
No, you sent me a Greeny one.
You're right.
I don't think I got a Mina one. I haven't seen her comments.
I text you just the words of it, but it was a funny thing.
Oh, I did say that. I said she's a hater or something.
But remember I told you I missed it because that was a part of that same text where you sent the picture.
Oh, I said she's a hater. Then I sent you the screenshot of Sonya Curry.
I was just like, yo, I missed the hater part until I went back. And I was like, oh, he did respond to this. Yeah.
Okay. She's a hater. Yeah. It's plain and simple. When did she even make those comments?
This was yesterday.
It was after the preseason game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just complete hating. Ben looked great.
Yeah. That was our thing because her whole argument was people are getting too excited about Ben in Detroit or Ben versus Detroit in August. And her cold case was by December, it's not going to matter. He's going to be a bum. Arm ain't going to work. That's kind of like how she was going with it.
That's how she was saying it.
That's why I text you. You know, I ain't gonna text you if it ain't like legit. I ain't gonna put that gas on you. But every once in a while,
I was too concerned about Sonya Curry. I just had to send off real quick. It was Mina Kimes and Big Ben. I'm like, she's a hater. Yeah. And then I'm like, how about this news though?
Real action now.
This is the real action. This is what I got my eye on.
It's like that, man. It is like that. But no, man, I'm glad. And shout out to TJ though, man. He will be in the top 10. It'd be interesting to see where he falls in that top 10 as well, man.
Top 10 is good for some of the disrespect he's gotten though. For this offseason, just to be in the top 10, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I was going to say, I do enjoy that the players view him how I view him in terms of him being a better player than Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Because in all the other rankings, whether it was ESPN, whether it was PFF, they've always had one of those two guys ahead of him this offseason. And we've talked about it. Oh, Myles Garrett, why is this? Khalil Mack, why you got this guy for him? So it was good to see that when you ask the players, allegedly, right? Because we always say it's allegedly. It is good to see that sometimes they can't get it right. And I did like to see where, oh, yeah, Myles, you're at 15, 16. Oh, Khalil, you're in the 20s. Oh, good. Shout out to TJ Watt. Now, pay that man, please. Pay that man. I mean, it's funny because that is like the next topic.
It is, yeah.
It is the next topic. So you know what, man? You got to pay that man his money, bro. Now, was that Jerry Dulac, right? I think, Jerry Dulac was the one who reported earlier this week that the deal should be happening. Was it right after the preseason game against the Panthers? And obviously the debate came back up about 30 mil. Oh man,
I'm more concerned.
Go for it though.
Or my thoughts were, was this the deal the whole time? Was this going to happen the whole time? Because just to nonchalantly tweet this out after the Panthers game, deal's going to be done.
Yeah.
Was this just the plan? We're not going to make a deal. TJ's just going to sit out.
If that was the plan, I am very upset about that plan.
Really?
I am, because TJ is a player that he plays his best when he has a full camp. He plays his best when he practices. He plays his best when he has a chance to continue to work. He is no different than J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is obsessed with working. When J.J. Watt is at his best is when he's healthy, but he's a workaholic. And TJ, for day one, he's always been like that. To essentially play this game of, hey, TJ, you're not going to take team reps. Like, that's not going to help TJ get better. That's not going to keep TJ hot. That's not going to help TJ hit the ground running. So that's why, for me, I was more frustrated with it, because I looked at it and I said, well, we had a scenario like this. Now, granted, it was different because it was the franchise tag with L. Bill, the first one, where he set out all the training camp and came back that opener against Cleveland. And we talked about how it was mixed reviews early in the season with him. Even if he played well, he had nagging injuries a little bit early on. He wasn't the same player. It took him some time to get up to speed. So my thing is, if you knew that you were going to pay this man anyways, well, why not go ahead and take care of that when we first came to training camp, so he can make sure that he's not having to deal with any slow starts, any exposure to injury, because he hasn't done any team reps. Like, it's a difference. And me personally watching him work on the sideline, it's even more of a difference when I'm looking at the drills that he's doing with the people he's doing them with, and knowing what it's going to take when he puts these pads on and he's going against guys that are actually going to be pulling against him, the tugging and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, that's not, I don't like that idea. I don't, but you can't go back, you know? You can't what's the case? Can't change the past. Yeah, can't change the past. So he's got to deal with it. But man, I was not a fan of that. If that was the case, now they haven't said that was, but if that was the case, I wasn't.
I just have a feeling it is. Just
it could be
for them to nonchalantly a week before the preseason game, like, hey, this deal's gonna get done after the Panthers game. He's gonna be the highest paid defensive player in the league. Because why not just sign it whenever he tweeted it out? If it was that like set in stone, or if he feels like, oh, the deal's just gonna get done.
Exactly.
From the Steelers standpoint, I get it because you're coming from a player.
I'm coming from both perspectives. Actually.
A little bit, but what I'm saying is like you just signed to do the $30 million. I could see why you're just like, I don't really want you doing some of this stuff that's meaningless at the end of the day. It's not meaningless though. That's I get it.
You
but
tell me it's meaningless. I'm like, it's
if you're getting injured like that, that's gonna really suck.
We're talking about practice, aren't we? So what is the difference between TJ Watt going out there and practicing with the exact same people we've been practicing with today, yesterday, or all last week, 2 weeks from now? What's the difference? He's still going to be lined up next to Cam Hayward or Stephon Tuitt or Tyson Alualu. He's only going to be going against who? Dan Moore or Chuks Okorafor. He'll be going against Zach Banner he'll be going against Banner because he will be going against Banner because I'm flipping it. He's on that side, so he'll be going against the same people in practice. It's not like he would have been going against the 2s or the 3s or the 4s. No, you don't have your starters out there with those guys because of the injury risk. Those guys fall down. Starters, guys who are legit NFL players, they don't fall in practice. So you don't have those guys out there at the same time. So to me, that whole narrative, I don't agree with because you weren't going to play TJ in the preseason anyway. But Ben Roethlisberger, for example, right? Ben is out there practicing. If you're going to make a case for somebody that really didn't need that, I feel strongly about Ben not needing that than TJ just because of the sheer longevity of Ben and how much he's already seen. And the fact that for him,
I guess just those practice reps are a little bit different though. QB versus outside linebacker.
But in the
physicality is a lot less.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so it makes even more sense why you would have, if you were going to just say, oh, all right, well, this is the guy that, he doesn't need any reps because it doesn't matter physically. He doesn't have to get in like game shape. He doesn't have to get prepared for the pull and all the other janky that goes with it. Yeah. But with TJ, how many times have we seen him get held? Every single time he's rushing, right? We always say, oh, he's holding this. Hey, man, somebody's holding him. One of the biggest things that lead to hamstring pulls? Guys being held. Because your full momentum is going this way. And when somebody pulls you, it stops. It's no different if you're on the interstate and I pull the emergency brake. Like, it jacks you up. That happens to TJ a lot. But when you're practicing and you're getting accustomed to it, your body gets acclimated to that. And now when it's happening in the games and you've already built up a calcium to it, you built up a harden to that, it doesn't have the same effect on you. Right now, TJ hasn't had the chance to build up that because hasn't been out there doing team practices. He hasn't been out there in full pads doing these as well. It's been drill work on the side with the coach, with the trainer. Not even like a main coach, like a strength coach. That's not getting him prepared. That's all I'm saying. So if that was the mindset, and it does seem like that because of how Jerry just casually tweeted it out, I'm just like, yo, I don't like that. I really don't, man.
Like the deal could have been done a couple weeks earlier. You don't think he'll be up to speed, though, over these next few weeks?
We'll see.
Be enough?
We'll see. I hope so.
Just with how good he is? That's what I'm guessing.
I hope so. I'm not, for me, I don't think talent-wise is ever going to be a question. I'm more concerned about his condition. Not condition in terms of cardio, but your small tissue body. Those muscles, you can't get them in shape for football without playing football. That just is what it is. First time he puts on them pads and runs around, whether it's next week or 2 weeks from now, guaranteed. Now it's not gonna come with an injury report, but your groin's gonna be tight. Absolutely, it's gonna be tight because it's the first time you're doing it. You got to go through that phase. Hammy's gonna be tight. Back gets tight. That always happened the first 2 weeks putting the pads on. It doesn't make you a less athlete or anything like that. But the difference is this: in training camp, when you're going through that phase, it's the first week, and the coaches take care of you. If you're a vet, you're not taking all those reps in practice. You're not playing any of those preseason games. So we're going to give you a grace period for your acclimation. When it's the season, I can't protect you in game 1. I can't tell hey, TJ, man, look, we know you just came back. And if this was normal, man, we'll rotate you in out a little bit, man, ease you on in. But we just gave you this new contract. I know you said all the training camp, but go out here and play 60 snaps. Like, that's what you're exposing him to. That's why, for me, I'm just like, I don't like how they handled it. I'm glad that he's going to get his money, but I just feel like they should have done it earlier.
Yeah, if that's the case. Because the other side of me still understands why there would be just negotiation, stalemate, basically. Because the Steelers, I could see why you're concerned about paying him $30 million. TJ Watt, I could see why you want $30 million.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I thought that was it. I thought that was it this whole time, but how nonchalantly the tweet was sent out makes me think it was like, was this just planned? Like, it's just going to happen at the end of preseason?
Right. Like, I just don't get it, man.
I don't know which way I lean. It was just more of a thought that came to mind, which I understand from the Steelers organization standpoint of like just saying, hey, I don't want you risking anything. We're paying you $30 million. But I trust me, I get everything that you're saying in terms of injuries, soft tissue, and all that.
But going back to the organization's side, what is the difference in you being under contract and we just simply saying, TJ, you're having a day off? Ben doesn't have to not be under contract and not practice. Cam doesn't have to not be under contract and not practice. That's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't have to be that. That's what I mean.
Isn't it TJ's mentality though, where he like never takes days off?
Exactly. Yeah. That's my thing. It's like, and he's still technically under contract. That's why he has to show up every day. So like, I just don't understand like that mindset of, oh yeah, we just make sure he would never practice at all in training camp. Like, I just don't get it, man. I mean, but that could be it. And I hope it works out. I don't want my man I want my man to ball out on a depot. Like, that's what he deserves. That's what he needs to do. But you open up the door for that by the way this been handled.
Yeah.
No different. We talk about, okay, Devin Bush, he's probably gonna have a slow start. You missed a ton of time at OTAs. We'll go back and forth, right? Oh, he's Devin Bush. He don't need practice. He's good. Top 10 pick. He's good. You see him in the game with no practice. We're like, bro, should we get another guy in here? Practice. You got to practice. Like, that's the only way to keep getting better at football. Tom Brady, one of the greatest players to ever do it. He still practices daily. Daily. That's all I'm saying, man.
I don't know if my opinions change on it, though. I still don't feel good about it. I still feel like you got to do it, though.
The 30? You gotta pay him.
The problem with saying, here's the other thing I was thinking about, though. You don't have to do it because we talked about how the Steelers have all the leverage.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't necessarily want to piss off TJ, though, this year.
You don't, but you have to. Yeah, you don't, but you have to.
And what precedent is it setting for star players going forward? I get all that. Yeah. But then I actually looked at some numbers, dude. I was talking with my buddy this weekend.
Yeah.
We were talking about this, actually. He's like, I wonder what the percentage of the cap some of the star defensive players were like when we were growing up compared to like what TJ would be getting with this deal. I took a look. Ray Lewis, this was his 02 year.
Was that the MVP year or no? I mean, the depot year or no?
I don't know, but this is like in his prime. This is probably he's 26, 27. This was his big deal.
Because that's me in like high school, and I remember that's when I was like hardcore Ray.
I just did really simple math. It was the amount per year that they signed for divided by what the salary cap was that season. Because it probably continually went down as the years went just because the salary cap went up, but the per year stayed the same. But at the time, Ray Lewis was 10% at 02. 07, Polamalu. 5% of the salary cap. 11, Polamalu. 8%. 09, Harrison, coming off the deep boy. Wanted to throw an edge rusher in there.
Thank you.
6.7% of the salary cap.
What was... Because Willie's deal wasn't bigger than Debo's. Yeah. Oh, man.
TJ Watt right now at $30 million to the 2021 cap space. It'd be a little over 15%. So that's my reason for concern right there. So that 15% might go down as the years go by. It might go to like 13, 14, 11, 12, whatever it is, just because the salary cap's going up. But I just named off some like studs.
You did.
And we saw how, now to compare the money and what the market is, we've seen how some of these edge rushers have gotten paid recently and the team's success. So that's kind of like just my point of why I'm concerned.
Because I would say we talked about this in terms of the edge rushers that have gotten paid.
Von Miller's was after the Super Bowl. Yeah, Frank Clark's is big time. He's got Mahomes though, and if anything, they're just overpaying him.
Heck, I don't count Frank Clark as like dude, he's balling, but he's not like I look. He's at Chris
like
Jones
top 5.
More, like Chris Jones. I feel like stirs that drink out there, but Frank is nasty. But that situation is different. I think of like Myles Garrett. I think of Joey Bosa. I think of Khalil Mack. Honestly, the only defender that I can think of that still led his team and was balling was Aaron Donald, but he still had Gurley and golf when people hadn't figured out golf just yet. Yeah. Sheesh.
That goes back to the quarterback thing, because look what McVay just did just to get Stafford.
Yeah.
even with him having gone.
Another move too, man. Sony Michel out there now.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that
pickup too for them.
People are talking about Bell with that one.
I like Sony better right now.
But you could see why I'm concerned a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all. But at the end of the day, we're trying to win this year. TJ Watt's a pretty damn good player.
Gotta pay him.
It's going to happen. I'm not going to feel great about it, but whatever. Because the outlier, or I don't know if you want to say outlier, but a team that did the opposite of like paying dudes like this was the Patriots with Chandler Jones.
Yeah.
They won 2 Super Bowls. They got Cooper back. They got some picks. They had the salary cap space where they could sign, I think it was Stephon Gilmore and Dante Hightower. Whereas like Chandler Jones, he still bowled out with Cardinals. They didn't win anything. So it's weird. It's I'm telling you.
Like you said, the 30 is a lot. But you got to do it, bro.
And Chandler Jones wasn't even like this money.
Yeah,
at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a sizable contract, but
oh man.
That's how the Patriots went about it. They used that cap space to sign other positions like Gilmore, Hightower.
Now
build the defense that way.
Now that's gonna be interesting too, because I did see somebody bringing up Khalil Mack's 2022 cap hit, which is going to be about 14.5%. That's gonna be interesting. I want to know once TJ does get his deal done, as those years progress, how that plays out, right?
Because like I said, I'm just going really rudimentary per year. Cap what it is, because they finagle those. Like one year it might be 10, the other year it might be 20.
Right.
I'm just going off like a per year basis.
Now, I've seen this keep coming up. We talked about this a little bit when we were first bringing up the discussion of would you pay TJ or not. Alex Martinez, he brings up TJ Watt having 0 sacks in the playoffs. Does that deter you?
Not really. I view it as more of impact on defense, salary cap allocation, and what that means for winning.
But now, how do you feel about that when we think of the players in the past that have gotten paid here? They've gotten paid typically after they've had success in the postseason. You talked about Debo, you talk about Woodley, we talk about Troy, right? All these guys have had impact games and they've done stuff in the postseason in big moments, right? With TJ, we haven't seen that just yet. And I know that is one of the reasons why people have been saying well, I don't want to pay him like that. To pay quarterback money, I need those type of plays. And these are the players that were doing that, and they didn't even get quarterback money. What was your thoughts on that, man?
It actually plays into my point a little bit. But I think I'm giving TJ the benefit of the doubt on that one. Just because last year was just weird, man. It was just weird. With all of our injuries and stuff and just how that game went.
Well, because I've heard the person say that as well, and the rebuttal to that was, well, even in the midst of that, it wasn't like they just stopped throwing the ball. We could see if TJ had got like a sack on a first down or was a random second down, but then Baker and company, they complete a third down and long. It still wouldn't be a knock on TJ's performance. We would say, yo, he had 2 sacks, we got a sack and a half or a QB hit. But we never even saw that. And I think that was the other reason why when we keep saying, oh, well, that game kind of got out of hand. That was the other reason why the people were bringing that up as well, man.
Because it plays into my point of just asking, like, how important is an outside linebacker when it comes to winning?
That. You definitely said that.
It matters, obviously, because you've had some crazy-ass stretches of outside linebackers and edge rushers, which have led teams to victory. So it's just tough because now you're going off that and trying to predict TJ going forward.
Right.
I don't think because he had 0 playoff sacks, it means he's not going to go off in this year's playoffs. That's what I'm thinking with it.
I heard you.
That's what I'm thinking.
I hear you going off in this year's playoffs. You better be making the playoffs, man.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Okay.
We will.
Okay.
But to think, we didn't make it in 19, quarterback situation.
Okay.
And then 18, we got screwed by the refs and all those balls, missed field goals. You know I stick with that. But he didn't have a chance to be in the playoffs those 2 years. If it was a multiple year thing, I think there's more of a case for it.
Yeah.
But outside of his rookie year, if we're just gonna hang our hats on that Browns game, it goes into my point and why you don't want to pay him $30 million. But I still think he's gonna be really productive though. That's my point. It's not like the productivity is gonna be just washed away.
Yeah.
I think it was just one game really.
And then the other part of why they were having an issue with paying TJ Watt, we know he subs out. We know that if he gets fatigued, he'll tap out. And it's not an issue. I mean, That's what he was taught. I know when he was here, when I was here in Pittsburgh, that was what we were all doing at the time. Now, granted, it's different now, but that was how he got introduced to the NFL. I've seen people where they said, man, if you're paying a guy quarterback money, you're not allowed to come off the field. Where do you fall on that, man? Like, would you have an issue if you're seeing TJ tap out in a critical third down and it's Cassius Marshall on the field? I say that because we saw that at times.
I would.
In the playoff.
Wait.
No,
am I missing? No, I was going to say, was I missing something there?
No, Cassius played, but he didn't come in for TJ. No.
Okay.
I don't think he did. I don't remember he did. But if that were the case, because he does sub out.
In critical moments, but
right.
Does he do it in critical moments from what you remember? He wasn't being paid $30 million.
Right, he wasn't paid $30 million, so I wasn't looking like that. Yeah,
exactly.
$30 million.
No, I would have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with general subbing out to catch a breather, though.
Yeah,
especially for the edge rusher position. Are we just saying Khalil Mack and Von Miller never do, or never have?
They don't, but they give you lazy plays though.
Okay.
Whereas like Donald subs out, but Donald, his 40 that he's gonna play are gonna be A1 amazing for 40. Whereas Myles Garrett, for example, he might play 60 plays. You could pull up 20 of them where it's like, bro, what is this? Like with TJ, he doesn't have that on his tape because he does sub out. But because of it being TJ and because of when you sub out, sometimes you feel that drop off. That was another part of it. And then obviously the thing is, oh, well, when he subs out, man, how effective is he when he comes back? Like, does he get out of rhythm and things? Like, I'm like, man, it's TJ. Why? I don't like, he's instant productivity. Like he cooks. But that's the other argument, though, in terms of just the sub in and out with him.
Yes, I would be pissed off if it was like a 3rd and 6 or something. We needed to stop a big playoff game, division on the line, whatever it is. I would be pissed off about that, but just not the general sub out stuff. Okay. I'm not that upset about that. I don't know how you feel. You feel
cool
the same way?
Yeah, because for me, I tell you, I would, if you can give me 40 great plays at a 10. Give me 40 plays at a 10. I don't want to see those 20 plays where it's a 5 or it's a Pittsburgh 7. We grading on the curve. I don't need to see that. I don't want to see any of that. I hate that. That's why I'm not a Jadeveon Clowney fan. I'm like, yo, you'll give me a couple plays where it's special, and then the rest, you're conserving energy. I don't want to see that. Give me what you have. Come out for a couple plays and then go back in. Don't just stay out there for the sake of, well, I gotta stay out here. Nah, I'm not a fan of that, man. I'm not a fan of it, bro.
Either way, still concerned about paying a dude $30 million that isn't the quarterback or your franchise quarterback.
That is
because, dude, honestly, outside of there's probably only 6 or 7 quarterbacks that I want to pay the franchise quarterback money. I'll give Josh Allen that because I do think out of all the young quarterbacks, he has the most potential, hands down, out of any of them.
Over Baker?
Easily. But outside of him and the dudes that have already done it and have proven to be franchise quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls, I feel bad about paying. I mean, Deshaun Watson before all this stuff, I think he's good for $40 million. But outside of them two, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, I don't know how good I'm feeling about paying any of these other young quarterbacks $40-45 million either. It's the franchise quarterback where you're like, I'm banking this on you, and that's it. Those are the only guys I feel good about paying like $40-45 million, and obviously the number's gonna be lower when you're not quarterback, but that's the type of money I'm only giving to franchise quarterbacks. That's it.
Bring up a good point.
I think
I can understand it, man.
Yeah.
I definitely can understand it. I could definitely understand that, man.
So that's that. That's that, man. I don't. It's gonna happen. I don't feel good about it. I will feel good about it if he's balling out, but then I won't be surprised in 2 or 3 years we're looking back on this contract. When we're trying to figure out our salary cap space, and then we're asking, wow, is TJ worth the $30 million? Is he make that much of an impact? Who do we have to let go because of this? So that's all.
All right. I can definitely understand that, man. I can definitely understand that. All right. So what we're gonna do, let's see.
Do we have one more topic, right?
Yeah, we do, but I'm trying to think, do I want to rapid fire the super chats right now just to get it reset, so when we start that, then you can have those new ones locked in.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm thinking right now. See where you're at.
My last one.
Your last one. Let me see your last one. What you have?
Q
on
Colbert.
Oh, okay. So you're right around the way. Okay, let me get these.
Okay, so I'm not too far behind?
Yeah, I'm going to knock these off real quick, and then after that, we'll get to Q. And then from there, man, we'll get to the final portion of this day, man, before we, continue our trajectory to Mars. Or further. To infinity and beyond. All right. Don't black out.
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, so we already talked about Corey Rayford Jr. So he said, "Nice shirt, Deke." My boy swagging today. I think we had shouted you. I
need to get some bling. I definitely need a necklace, huh?
Your necklace got.
I need to
rope chain too.
I don't know what the rope chain is, but
it's like the list. Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay, I definitely need that. I definitely need something.
I can see your little chain, man.
Maybe a ring.
Oh, wow. Don't be around, man.
Little bracelet.
Gotta have a little bracelet, man. A little accessory.
Yeah. You got the watch. I wouldn't do the watch, but
I just, these little things, man. Yeah, chill out. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Next up, we got Vince Trombetto. Shout out to you, Vince, as well, man. And Vince says, "Leave Deke alone. If it was your choice, would Yens have the number?" Oh, we already read that. Okay, we're good right there. I thought we read that one. Yes. Here we go. Flo Pluto. That's where we're at. Flo Pluto. Shout out to you. I hope you are still in Pluto right now. Says, "Had to drop by and say what's up to the boys.
What's good?
I'm out, but I'm going to listen to this episode tomorrow at work. Everyone like the stream." Hey, Flo Pluto, while you're listening to this right now at work, just know we greatly appreciate you. And we hope
you've enjoyed the podcast this far.
Yeah, we hope that you've enjoyed every aspect of this podcast. Even, the Stephanie and Deke love triangle challenge that we got going on. Even Deke in his, newfound interest in Sonya Curry, whatever it is. I hope that you've enjoyed every single part of this episode. Even Deke's face getting like red, just bloodshot red. It was crazy. Match the shirt, for example. Like, no exaggeration. So yeah, man. Shout out to you, Flo Pluto. Shout out to you for that. All right. And then the last one before we get to where you're at with Q, we got Jack Henderson. Shout out to you, Jack. I like Jack. Jack is kind of like back, but he got my Jack. Shout out to you. He says, "Unrelated. As an upper room member, I want to be the lower room ambassador. The people deserve a song.
I know.
Please provide one this episode, or
I've been slacking."
He says, or ... a revolution. We don't want a revolution.
So I'm getting overthrown.
We don't want a revolution. Civil War is amongst us right now, man.
Dude, I'm telling you what, man. There's some of these history YouTube channels I'm checking out.
Yeah, man.
French Revolution I was watching.
He's got some stuff, bro.
Holy hell, man.
He's got some stuff, man.
These people are ruthless.
Yeah.
They're just chopping off heads of dudes that didn't agree with them.
That's simple. Yeah.
They overthrow, like the kings and the monarchs, like Louis and all them, they did become corrupt because they were just spending all the peasants' money on lavish parties. I get why there was an uprising, but then it got completely violent and just everyone was getting killed. Like, I could not believe what I witnessed. And that's how Napoleon rose to power. It was interesting shit, man. Napoleon he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad as a leader. He just got his head was a little too big.
Sometimes being a leader is hard. Sometimes
that's what got him there. That's the problem. That's what got him there. He couldn't shut it off.
Hard,
he wanted
bro.
more and more.
It's hard. It's definitely hard.
Where was I at? What was he saying? Why'd I go into this French Revolution stuff?
Oh, no. Just because we was talking about
a revolution.
He said it could be a revolution. That's why.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
he brings up a good
I don't have a song right now. I'm sorry. So if you want to revolt, I understand.
We're working on it. We
just don't do a French Revolution style or anything.
Yeah, please. Jeez.
We got Q.
All right, give me Q. Yeah.
Didn't Colbert wait until the last preseason game to re-sign Cam last year too?
Yes, he did.
It was a late deal.
Cam was practicing though. That was the difference.
He wasn't in for his mega deal.
No,
like,
he
already
was trying to
signed.
get an extension. That was the difference. With TJ, this is the mega payday. This is the first deal. So that's the only reason why it's been handled a little bit differently.
Let's go, UW.
Uh-oh.
Case in point on the conditioning, we had a near record high in injuries last year. Really hope TJ won't be an injury this year.
That's due to the lack of preseason, right?
Like the
no
COVID
preseason
stuff.
games. The training camp was condensed. It was no OTAs and mini camp. We talked about this. I mean, we saw it. We definitely saw it, man. Absolutely.
Joe Hernandez. $2 million per sack is a lot of money. Good thing he isn't prime JJ with 20 plus. Whoa. He's taking a shot. Actually, that's
shot, though.
Bringing up JJ Watt's another good point. They shelled out money for him to be the highest paid edge rusher. He's winning defensive player of the years and all this other shit. Texans were garbage. Couldn't find a quarterback.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact right there, man.
Like they probably could have traded JJ, and I don't know what hot quarterback was on the market or what type of picks they could have gotten, but that may have been more worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that might be it. No, I got Barilla 92.
Yep.
Always tuning in.
Absolutely. Shout out to the homie.
What is this? Sorry I'm late. Work, but a snitch camera in the truck. Anyway, I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
anyway, hit that like button harder than Deke would smack Marsh in a boxing match.
Wow. I did see people bringing up the Cassius Marsh. Like, we was going to run back to that. The only reason I didn't go down there because we are already shiny object with you and Stephanie's love. Competitive challenge. That's all. I ain't want us to keep, you know what I mean? But that was, I mean, you know, that boxing match. But what I think Brilla was saying was he's at work. In his truck, there must be a camera. So he's not allowed to like watch like snitching on him. The camera snitch. That's why he's like, yo, hit that like button harder than my man Deke would smash.
That's kind of bullshit. He's in a truck, so he's probably driving, delivering stuff. Yeah. Like to have a camera in the truck.
But it depends though, because imagine like if I own the truck, like say it's a like I don't know if he's 18-wheeler or UPS, whatever. Like if it's delivery like FedEx, UPS, probably a little extra, right? But if it's like a long distance like truck 18 wheels and I own the truck. Yeah, I'm gonna need to know what you got going on here, bro. Because just the dudes that drive the truck do not own the truck, bro. Yes. And I have family that are heavily in the trucking business. Some of this stuff, you're just like, you gotta be kidding me right now.
Like this is what happens.
Are you serious? And they're like, yes. And you're like, oh my God. Like I can't fathom like why would you do it? And the fact you're on the road, like this is nuts. So yes, if it's that situation, then I'm all for that camera keeping the majority of them in line.
I gotta see if Brilla 92 is saying anything.
Yeah, I need to know. Because that, yeah. But Donald Copeland, man, I see you standing up for the upper room because people have been getting on the upper room members talking about they just too bougie, they big time. Yeah. My man Donald Copeland just simply said, "I'm in the upper room." And I'm bougie, dig it. You know, I won't go drop that one on y'all. I should have let you drop it, man. You want to say it again for us to give us a little hurt?
The lower room?
Yeah. Because Donald Copeland holding it down for the upper room, and we appreciate you.
No, I got to think of a song. I don't want to mess it up.
Oh, you're right. All right, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time. We'll go to the next thing. We'll do that.
Okay, here, Brillo 92. He says, yeah, it's facing us and facing out. It's FedEx, though.
Oh, see.
No one is happy about it.
Now, wait a minute. FedEx, I got an issue because I still see too many times where packages are coming up missing. And not just any packages. It's specific heat. When you order some heat shoes and they deliver them through FedEx, it's a whole thread on this thing. No exaggeration, bro. Package comes up missing. They'll refund the money. But these are like, oh, Travis Scott fragments. Oh, family and friends pair. Where it's like, you're not even going to get a chance to buy this ever again. Like, yeah, FedEx, hey, them cameras better be working. That's all I'm saying, man. Because FedEx, yes, John Doe. FedEx is the feds. Now, FedEx pay good, man. I ain't tripping on you. I love FedEx, man. FedEx, hey, I'm on your team still. Remember that. Don't forget me, baby.
Yeah. Well, is that all it for the super chat then?
That is for right now. So we are good. Now we got a window. Let's go to this next topic. Oh, but before I go to the next topic, I do got to say, I forgot. Tomorrow, I'm be at Wahlburgers again. Different Wahlburgers this time though, right?
Little Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, little Thirsty Thursday, little Moats bartend action. Also book signing, right? Address is 6242 Northway Drive, right? This is the block north. This is across from like Ross Park and all that other stuff in the upper echelon port of town. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we over there. We over there tomorrow though. But from 5:30 to 7:30, I'll be out there, man. Meet and greet, book signing, bartending, doing my Moats float. You know, I gotta have a little fun. Might even say bump the Moats float and go with my Moats Arita. You know that thing always hitting.
Oh yeah, Mozzarita's bomb.
You done had the Mozzarita, baby.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But that will be going down tomorrow as well. I think I already put it in. I've already posted about it in the community thing. So if anyone's in town, you're trying to pull up, got all the info right there, man. Pull up. So yeah, now we can get the next part going. And Trina Still Diva just said FedEx delivered her an empty iPhone box. You know what?
Damn.
Bro.
That's it right there.
It happened.
You're onto it.
Just say that. All right. I can't slander FedEx. I can't slander them. Because we have a nice relationship. We don't have issue with FedEx. But I understand. Okay. Now we can get to this game preview though.
Okay.
You know, it's hard to have this long game preview when it's a preseason game, right? I mean, it's the fourth.
I'm ready for regular season,
bro.
honestly.
I'm so ready. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
We do have some spicy stuff going on, though.
We do, though, because we did find out who was going to be named starting quarterback for this game, and that did great.
I want to know if your opinion's changed on this at all now.
I'm ready to talk about it. Actually, in the midst of me saying I'm ready to talk about it, Stephanie was laughing, and she just said, hey, love you too, Deke. Love you too. So I just had to drop that because it was funny because we were laughing about it. So now that we're back, yes, let's talk about this thing, man. Dwayne Haskins getting the nod to start this week. No Mason Rudolph this game though, right? That was the big thing. So everybody obviously went on and said, oh man, he has to have the number 2 spot locked up. It's official now because he's not playing in this 4th preseason game. You know somebody else who didn't play in that 4th preseason game? Who everybody thought had it locked up?
Was it really Landry?
It was.
I was going to ask you that.
Absolutely.
I can't remember.
Absolutely.
I wasn't going to try to look that up.
Because Mason and Dobbs went out there, and Mason balled out, Dobbs balled out. Exact same scenario. So to me, I look at it as the exact same scenario, as I already said. I mean, if they keep Mason, I can understand why they would, because as we said, like, we don't feel
You just don't think it's locked up.
Right.
Though.
We don't feel like like some people make him sound like he's the worst quarterback ever. We don't feel like that. We think that he's still a good quarterback. We thought he played well in the preseason and training camp. It was just when it's a competition, we felt like Haskins did more. We thought Haskins gives you more ability. And if we're going to take this approach of, okay, who do we think has more upside? We all feel like Haskins has that. We feel like Haskins has the potential to be a franchise quarterback. He's not that right now, but he has the potential to be that. Whereas with Mason, people aren't as confident in him because we've seen him in Pittsburgh already. Now with Haskins, the mystery element is there because of the dysfunction in Washington. And we've seen enough consistent good days here to make us feel that, hey, maybe this thing is different. So for me, I haven't changed my opinion on it at all. I could, like I said, it feels identical to the Landry Jones situation, even down to that decision, even down to the response to that decision, because that was the exact same response when it was Landry Jones. Exact same response. So for me, I'm just like, until I see it happen differently, I'm going off of what I've seen from them before in the exact same situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what you're saying right there about you could see them still keeping Mason though at the same time.
I feel like
you're flexible enough on that to where
I just feel like they'll try to move Mason more important. Like, but once again, it goes back to, all right, if we don't feel like he's good like that, what do other teams think of him? Like, yeah, it's hard.
I think the main thing is keeping Haskins on the roster.
Correct.
No matter what.
And I think that happens regardless.
Yeah. Now is Mason QB2, and we talked about this.
Right.
Having him, does that necessarily hurt Haskins' upside? I don't think it does. But could you get something for Mason where you're just like, hey, we're committed to Haskins as QB2. We view you more this way.
Yeah.
Is it almost just like a verbal thing that you're throwing out there? Because I don't think having Mason and Haskins, like, how does that hurt us at all? Because you're still keeping Haskins around. And Mason, if for some reason, I don't know if they feel this way or not, I have no clue. Or just because Mason's been in the system, if you want to just still have him at QB2 or you feel like he has the slight edge over Haskins, even though we don't think that, you got him there. Yeah. I think we're screwed either way if Ben gets hurt.
I agree. If Ben goes down this year, we're going to have bigger issues. Like, that's just what it is. To me, though, they did part of this competition this year, but I still feel like I would want to see it when 7 isn't here. And I don't know if we're ever going to get that competition to play out like that, where you legit can't have that idea of we're competing, but I know he's going to be the guy
for future
stuff.
And
like that the pressure with that is still present, but I feel like it's a difference.
But it's not, especially if you think Ben's coming back.
Right. And that's my thing. So I'm like, I don't think we're going to ever get that competition where we can really see if Mason, your back is against the wall. You have to make plays that you're the franchise guy. Same with Dwayne Haskins. Like, I don't think we're ever going to get that element right now just because Ben is still going to be here. Like, yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to play out. As soon as they made that call, I was like, yeah, I guess they really like Haskins or Rudolph at QB2. Yeah. But I didn't know about you've pinpointed it throughout this whole preseason that you thought the Rudolph situation was basically exactly like Jones.
Yeah.
And if this 4th preseason game is exactly like how Jones was too, then
difference was we cut Landry right out. I think they would try to move
we'll just be less
Mason
shocked
first.
then based off what you're saying if he is cut.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised by it. I could understand. Like, it makes, like I said, it's not a bad thing to have both guys, but as long as Ben is here, neither one of those guys are beating out Ben right now. That's my thing.
Like, if Ben did go down, I would rather have Haskins.
Me personally, but I would. I've already said that.
If the Steelers don't feel that way, I could see why they're keeping Haskins. That's all. Because they've kept him at QB2. the whole thing that has played out is really parallel to Jones, but maybe it is different in one way where they end up keeping Mason when it's all said and done. We don't know that. Well, I'm not surprised because you gave me all this inside information that he might get cut.
It's literally been the exact same thing. Like, it's nuts to me.
I won't be surprised if they keep him, though. He's just QB2. Haskins is QB3. Dobbs ends up getting cut. That's if I had to lean one way, I think that's the way I'm leaning with how it's playing out. Yeah.
That's gonna be
I don't know if you're leaning one way or another, though. If you're just like 50-50.
I'm 50-50, but which one did you go? I'll go whatever you went. I'll go opposite of what you went. So you said you think Mason will still be here. So I think
it's gonna be Ben Mason Haskins.
Okay, I'll go Ben Haskins Dobbs then.
Okay.
Yeah, I just figure I give it a little more, a
little spice.
Yeah, if we both agree all the time, it's not fun.
Put a little bet on it. $200 jersey.
Eyebrow. Now, I gotta stay focused.
Okay.
Because it looked like they were trying to set up the legit link up.
What's this?
We were talking about your love life. A person resides in California.
Is it Sonya Carey?
Someone lives in Cali. One person lives in Northern California. One person lives in Southern California. We're going to Southern California, though. I don't know if you're familiar with, like, Golden State. That's like Oakland. That's like, in the Bay. That's kind of north. But LA, that's kind of the south. That's a Southern Cal. Now, this person that has been a fan of the show happens to live in, I think it's the OC part of California, right? If I remember correctly, OC, Orange County, that should be SoCal-ish. They're requesting for you to meet up with said person at the Chargers game. That's what they're saying, man. We're going to have it. The tailgate's going to go crazy out there. We doing that. We pulling up. We're going to be just a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. Like, that's the vibe out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, with the tailgate and everything, and I thought everyone was pulling up, right?
If you're not pulling up, like, what are you doing? Yeah. That's all I'm saying. But that's what they're saying, man. You got to meet her. Got to meet her. No pressure. You probably be scared. Deke gonna be blushing.
You think?
Look at you now. You think?
I don't know what goes on with my face like that.
Why you keep smiling?
I don't know why my tan like breaks through at random spots like that.
It's crazy. We bring up Steph and all of a sudden you just get real reddish. It's the light, bro. I got to get that thing fixed. I don't know why it gets so hot on you right there like that. Make your face get all red.
I don't know. I don't get it.
You start smiling like that. That smile, you just... So yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, we're out in LA. I thought tailgates. I thought everyone was pulling. I thought it was gonna be a big ass party.
I'm trying to just have a party. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have fun. Whole weekend, just having fun. That's it.
A lot of people meeting a lot of people, right?
That's what it's supposed to be, man. Yeah. Dude, I had to go back and fact check. I was like, they said, she said it. I was like, let me just double check. And Stephanie Ramirez definitely says November 21st, Steelers versus Chargers.
Is that the Chargers?
I'm going. Deke, you going to be there? Stephanie, yes.
We are going out to LA?
Yes, Stephanie. We just got the Green Bay tickets taken care of. That situation's booked up. All right. LA is next getting booked up. Okay. That is happening. We for a fact be out there. And Big Deke Energy will be in the building. Yes, he will. More details to come, though. And they said, Deke, this is your chance. Get that Jerry curl ready. Y'all are wild. Oh, man. But in this fourth preseason game, bro, outside of this Haskins situation, right? Who else are you interested in seeing who you feel like has to have one of those games to save them spots?
Well, I want to say something about the Haskins one.
Yeah.
I mean, if he balls out, because the Panthers, it looks like they're going to be starting some of their guys.
Yes.
Or most of their guys,
That's correct.
We shouldn't be playing Juju, Deontay, or the ones. I hope not. So if Haskins balls out with
if he does that,
McLeod, I don't know. Who else do we even have? Sexton, Bussy.
James Washington will be out there probably.
Okay, Washington.
Yeah, Washington will be out there.
He could ball out like that. And I mean, they just picked up J.C. Horn. They got a decent Jeremy Chin out there, Dante Jackson. Those dudes aren't bad. AJ Bouye. I don't know how long they're going to be playing.
I'm with you.
So we'll see what Haskins does. So that's like interesting. It was obviously interesting just to see like Haskins play, but now they're talking about him starting and everything. You're kind of bummed because it's not our ones, but their ones are going to be playing.
I'm excited about it, but I did low-key laugh when I think it was Brooke Pryor. She had tweeted out. She said Haskins' last start came against the Carolina Panthers. It was like 11 for 20-something, 150 yards, 2 picks, got benched for Tyler Heineke. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Someone asked him about that in an interview too.
They did. I don't know if they did. I was like, oh man, come on.
Bro.
Like, why we gotta do that?
He answered
now,
good
man?
though. He was like,
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that. Like that was me in the past. I'm not trying to be that guy. I wasn't even trying to be that guy then.
I mean, and me and you both said this when we first met Dwayne a couple of weeks ago at the softball event. We said like he just seems so mature. And when I was listening to his interview as well, they were asking him about, not getting the starter reps, not ever getting a chance to run with the ones. And he simply said, man, you got to earn the right to be out there with those guys. I love that. Like, I've heard guys say, well, coach's decision. That was always my thing. I never was going to hit you with the, hey, man, you got to earn the right. I always thought I had to. But as a player, it's different. As a player, you got to mentally, like, you feel like you're there. So, yeah, why you ain't start this game, Moats? Ask that coach then. Talk to him. Don't talk to me about that. Ask coach. Is that guy better than you? Ask coach. Just talk to him about it. Don't ask coach. Yeah. But to see Haskins just simply in the heat of a competition against him and Mason Rudolph, where he can legit feel like he has performed better than him, right? More consistently. He can make a case for that.
Not only the preseason game, it seems like all these reports coming out of training camp are all slanted toward Haskins.
In practice, Haskins was the more consistent player. Mason still was playing well, but Haskins was just giving you that extra, the wow factor, the pop on some of that stuff. But man,
I can't believe they're bringing up the Carolina stuff.
That's rough.
That's hilarious.
He handled it well. He handled it well, but man, I'm like, that's what you want to ask this guy? Like, out of all the questions? Dang. Yeah, man.
Okay. So I'll stick with my staple one I've been doing literally the whole preseason, and that's our cornerbacks. Because they got a decent little receiving core here.
They do.
DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. They drafted Terrence Marshall.
I really wonder how much those guys are going to play, though.
I wonder, but...
And it's not Terrence.
We're not going to...
It's like
It's Terrace. Yeah, I bought that up.
Say it, Terrace.
We're going to be starting with Pierre and Sutton. I mean, Hayden's not going to play, so we might get a couple series against those guys.
Yeah. I'm ready to see Justin Lane. I'm sticking right there.
Maybe those three versus Marshall, Anderson, and DJ Moore.
I definitely want to throw him in. I wanted to include him in that. Absolutely.
How early do you think he'll come in, though? He might not get any of those guys.
Who, Justin?
Yeah.
No, I think he comes in right away, especially when they go slot.
You think who's going to be bumping the slot? They're going to bump Sutton?
If they're going, if they stick with the ones, I think they will just bump Sutton inside because that's already what they're trying to project on him. They started to try it last week just to go back to it. So I could easily see them just simply say, okay, 4th preseason game, Cam, you're not going to be out here long. Bump in there to the slot, get you a couple reps. Justin, you come out here when it's base, or excuse me, when it's the slot situation like that, you'll go out there to the outside corner. And then once Cam subs out in a series or two, now you already got your 2 guys in there in terms of Pierre and Lane. That's how I see it playing out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun then. Hopefully we'll get to see that. I don't really have anyone else then. I mean, how much is McCaffrey going to play? How much is Bush going to play on our side? Schobert? Because those are the 2 names I could see actually playing a little bit. Though?
Can he make the team based on this game? That's the real question. Because that's the situation he's in right now.
That means we're keeping 4 backs. I don't see us dropping Balaj or McFarland.
So can he make the team with this performance tonight or 2 nights?
Yeah, depending on who he's up against on the rest of the roster. I don't know if it'd be between like him or Marsh.
Yeah.
Him or cornerback X. But if it's him versus one of the other 2 running backs, I don't think so. But if we're keeping 4 running backs, maybe. Because he does some of that special team stuff.
He does, man. He definitely does.
Maybe. I don't know if they were going to keep him, that they were going to do it anyway, despite this game. That's all. They're going to have to keep 4 running backs. I think that's the only way he stays. I don't think it's going to be up against Balaj or McFarland.
I think it's going to be hard. Man, when you miss that much time, it just puts you behind the 8-ball, man.
Position player I'm thinking of could be a decent player that we don't want to cut either.
I mean, because we had that same conversation when we were talking about if you keep 4 or 5 inside guys, 4 outside guys, how many corners are you keeping? Like, you could legitimately be taking away a good player somewhere else to keep that 4th running back.
Yeah, because you think with the corners, Mollett, Justin Lane, they're like cornerback 4-5 range. Who's 6? Mark Gilbert. You got some of the line. Bugs, Mondo, Wormley, Loudermilk. Inside linebackers, we got a bunch of dudes too.
depth. Like, it's hard. It's hard to
Trey Norwood's
verify
lucking out,
that.
man. Trey Norwood and Killebrew, man. They lucked out on this preseason. They really did.
Right. Sometimes your best ability is your availability. I've made a team or two solely based on my availability. Oh, everybody's hurt.
And having no one else on the depth chart.
Everybody's hurt. Most still available. Everybody hurt. Most still show up. Everybody hurt. Hey, that boy Moats, he is here. I've been called a war tank. That's what they've called me before. I that's why I love the movie. You seen Fury? That movie with
I have not.
Oh man, it's got your boy Brad Pitt. It's about this tank, going fighting the Germans, I think it was World War II for that one. But it's my thinking myself like that. He's like, yo, you're like a war tank. It doesn't matter where you've been, the carnage around you, the bombs that go off, you just keep on trucking. You just here. You're always available. Sometimes that can get you in, that can help you out. So shout out to Killebrew. Shout out to Norwood. You gotta be healthy. You don't have to be a better player than Antoine Brooks. Just be healthier than Antoine Brooks. That's it. There's plenty of guys that survive like that. Like, yo, that dude's a bad man, but he's not healthy.
I don't know if I have anything else I'm watching for.
All right.
Outside of just the clock, so we get to the regular season.
And did everybody get out of this?
Because we already got the taste last week. We already got it. I'm like, bro, I'm ready for regular season. Because a bunch of this stuff, it's cool to talk about. I don't know how much it's going to matter outside of injuries, but we're not projecting that. Because these are like depth guys and all this stuff. If Najee's balling out, we're not worrying about Benny Snell, Yeah. That's all. Outside of the cornerbacks, really.
I can respect that.
Because still the cornerback position is still a little bit fluid.
I think for me, obviously Justin Lane is huge. I need to see some more. I need to see continued production, this continued trajectory that he's on. But another guy that I want to see as well is Jameer Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Jameer has silently and quietly had a very, very productive preseason. He's only had a sack in like every preseason game. He's obviously been producing in training camp practices. And I like the fact that he gets tackles on special teams. We saw that as well. So when I see him, I'm just like, man, he's a guy that when I think of Quincy Roche, right? The draft pick, Cassius Marsh, Jameer's in competition with those guys.
Yeah.
If he goes out and balls out again, I can make a case for him. I can definitely make a case for him being that fourth guy. I was surprised by it because I thought it would be a surefire Quincy thing because I really liked his tape. But to me, Jameer has just been producing. Like every single game he's been out there, he's produced, man. He was the guy who got the half sack with Marcus Allen last week. Yeah, he was the guy.
Yeah. It's an easy case for either one of them, though, to be on practice squad. Whichever one makes the roster, whichever one doesn't, just because they're young like that.
Man, if you wanted them dudes, you want to be on active. It's all about being on active. You can't even consider.
Oh, I get it. I get it as the player. Yeah. But as the Steeler organization, at least you get to keep one of them around. You don't have to let them loose.
Holy cow.
Here's what I saw. I don't know if you're watching the same thing.
I definitely saw that.
I don't know if we might not be thinking the same thing. Juan Rangel says Deke watching for them to cut Marsh for sure.
Oh no, I did not see that. I was looking at a different part. You definitely watch.
You think I'm just sitting? You think I'm sitting on my couch going like this?
Birdman. Yeah, Cassius got you.
I'm rooting for him, man. I want him to get a sack.
Is it?
I am. I'm rooting for him.
Who's the matchup this week? Last week you wanted Cassius versus Penny. Did you do that on Madden as well or no?
I did not. I didn't get around to it.
I saw the picture, but I didn't know if you played the game.
You know what happened? They dropped a new Terrell Edmonds card. That's what happened. So he took priority.
Got you.
I still could do that. You know what? It's on Cassius though. Make the team. We'll do the gameplay.
All right, that's how you do it then, Cassius. Make the game. Hey, make the team. You make the team. Make the team. You get in the game, baby. That's simple. I like it.
Exactly.
I like it.
He's on the depth chart right now. He's actually on my Steelers team right now, just because of all the shitty cards they've given us. He's on my depth.
Solid player right there, then, man. Solid player.
I think they almost gave him a 70. I think it's high 60s.
You can work with that. You're very talented, anyways. Yeah. All right.
I'm checking the matchup though.
Yeah, check that out, and then after that, actually, while you're checking that, I'll wait for you. Go ahead. I was over here like, let me multitask. Will you read that? I shot this out, and I was like,
okay, their right tackle. Man, they drafted a dude in the third round. This could be third round. He's second on their depth chart.
Comparable matchup.
Brady Christensen.
Okay. We're BYU, right?
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, BYU. Yeah.
You were watching some tape on him.
I liked him.
6'6". And then they got starting right now, Taylor Maton.
Okay.
Second round pick. Western Michigan. He's been in the league a while. Maybe I should know that name, but
he's not seeing him though. He'll see Brady. He'll see Brady. I like that though. Brady. That could work. That could work. We'll judge that. We could work with that, Cassius. That's a comparable matchup for you. Cook on Brady, you can get you a spot. Absolutely.
So that's all I got.
All right.
That's all I got.
I'll give the last little rundown, man, because I'm trying to think to myself. Oh, actually, we did get two other things that did pertain to this game, though. Let's go UW. When we were talking about some of the biggest things that we're all looking for in this game, right? What are we checking out for? Let's go UW says the biggest thing he needs to see from Haskins is touch. He has a rocket, but I haven't seen too much touch throws. Now, in practice, he's had a chance to throw some of those touch passes that you're talking about. And I definitely was agreeing with you because I wanted to see that as well more consistently. And I thought it was more footwork related than accuracy related in terms of like it being like just a lack of arm accuracy. I thought watching him on tape, his footwork just wasn't consistent enough and it put him in bad situations and made his accuracy all over the place. But watching him in training camp from start to finish, man, seeing how he's continued to just progress, he definitely has touch, but it was largely because he was more consistent with his footwork. I mean, even some of the stuff I've shown you on tape versus what you see now when you're watching him, outside of the one back foot throw, right? We don't see a ton of that type of stuff.
Yeah, he did that in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. We don't see a ton of that. Whereas beforehand, you pull up his tape, my man throwing with both feet in the air, he's throwing with the back foot up, he's throwing with the left foot. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're doing right now, but this is not good.
That's the type of shit that goes viral on Instagram.
Like, oh my, and people love it. And
I'm telling you,
nuts,
these young quarterbacks, whenever they're practicing at these like fields and stuff,
I'm just like,
they do these crazy ass throws,
bro?
like you saw with Zach Wilson and everything. It's like, bro, all right, I don't care if you're doing that now. Win me a Super Bowl. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
and that doesn't necessarily pertain to winning Super Bowls.
This is true.
Throwing jump passes and shit.
Yeah. Let me go behind the back, one leg off the back foot across my body. Yeah, for 70 yards. Okay. Sounds good.
Mahomes will do that in the worst case scenario, potentially. But he's a great quarterback outside of that. That's extra stuff. Stop practicing that.
Yeah. That's fake quarterback news. You don't do that type of stuff, man. Fake quarterback news.
Exactly.
All right. So, trying to think. And then here, this was from Antoine 1398. Antoine 1398 also said that in terms of the center position, Kendrick Green said see Kendrick get pushed back multiple times. Oh, he's saying that seeing Kendrick Green get pushed back multiple times has been worrisome. Is that something that we should be concerned about in this fourth preseason game? Do we want to see some improvement there? Or are we confident with he's done?
I think you always want to see improvement. Yeah. Because there were some moments last game, but I thought he improved.
Yeah.
I thought I don't want to say silence the doubters completely because we still need to see more from him, but he looked better compared to a little bit more of our concern. Because you brought up in training camp, he was getting pushed back a little bit. Obviously, the Eagles game. Just do more. Yeah. It looks like he's going to start, so we're going to have to roll with him.
Yeah. Now, his leash, a lot longer than Chooks?
It is.
Okay.
I think it is.
Even though we know BJ Finney and JC Hassenauer.
That's actually a fair point.
They are more comparable as backups than Dan Moore.
We don't have to make a trade to bring in someone necessarily. We don't either for Dan Moore.
True, but in the sense, though, Dan Moore isn't proven just yet. It'd still be taking a chance whether you're going Chooks or Dan. Whereas with Kendrick, the chance is bigger because with JC and BJ, they've actually started. I mean, even here in Pittsburgh, they've started multiple games now for the Steelers. So yeah, that is interesting though, man.
How short of a leash? Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe you just don't start with Green then. I want to though. So
as well.
Maybe he's just gonna have to have thick skin with it.
Yeah.
If we gotta pull you, we gotta pull you, but just be ready. Well, not only this season or next season.
Well, when it's young players, I'm not as concerned about their feelings like that. That's more so for veterans or guys like or not even TJ, but guys who have like established themselves and we know they are significant contributors to your team, offensively or defensively. Those are the guys where it's like, okay, if we know they're bringing this player in could cause a rift, don't bring that player in. No different. We talk about the competition at quarterback, right? If we know this quarterback you bring him in is going to cause a rift, why do it when you already have your guy here? With Kendrick, though, he's young. He hasn't proven anything just yet. I mean, just because you're drafted early, and he still was like mid-tier early because he's a third-round pick, just because you're drafted early, it still doesn't mean anything. How many first round picks, even in Pittsburgh, have we seen not really, live up to their full potential? Didn't matter where they were drafted, that they didn't live up to it. They weren't as productive as they should have been or as they could have been. So when it's that situation, man, I wouldn't care if you started with JC or BJ, or if it's Kendrick and you pull him and then you put him back in and you pull him. Like, I'm cool with all of it, because as a young guy, I'm like, you don't get to complain. You got to earn that right. And he ain't earned that right just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good with me.
Not to be harsh about it.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's just like
that's who I want. That's who I want to be a starter at the end of the day. Yeah. This offensive line needs to be good.
Yeah.
Whoever's in there is performing. That's what all that really matters at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And Antoine 1398 said he would like to have, a little film sesh on my man Kendrick. The only reason I haven't
think you have one, don't you?
I have an OG. Well, actually, I have one from the Cowboys game.
Yeah, you did.
From the Cowboys game. Yeah,
you did one on him and Pierre.
Yeah, go check it out. The reason I was gonna say I haven't done any more though is because the NFL with the site, bro, they're still updated. So they're supposed to have the all 22 copies available, so we can really do prep film where it's supposed to be. You can see it a little better. That's supposed to be coming up right after TJ's deal. They said going into week 1, it should be ready. So hopefully we get TJ's deal. It'd be 30 million. Deke could throw a party. We can all be happy. Then after that, we'll meet out in Cali and it'll be a great time. But ultimately, the all 22 will be available then, and I can get your film session. All right, that's what I'm hoping. I got you. But if it doesn't, then it's gonna suck. But whatever you do, the real question is, when you go out to LA, are you gonna be taking shrooms? Because I did see somebody just say
what?
That. Somebody definitely just said they're gonna be on shrooms in LA, and I had to ask that before I lost it in the comment.
Never have.
Okay. You didn't say never will though. Whoa. Hey now.
We'll say unlikely. How about that?
That means probable. All right. See, it's all about wordplay, man. All right.
But yeah, do we got anything else?
Yeah, we got a couple more super chats I'm gonna get through, and then after that, man. Whoa. Yeah. Because this is not going to be a 4-hour podcast. How did we get here? This is what happens when you start.
Is it almost 4?
Bro, we started at
3.5 almost.
Yes. What has happened to us? All because Stephanie and you. You got the blushing. Stephanie got the commenting. And now we're here. A whole 3 hours later because y'all. Y'all couldn't do this on your own time?
I didn't know Madden could do that.
Y'all couldn't just tweet each other and text each other and DM each other. Y'all couldn't went that going, man. Put your number up here. And then Stephanie, you put your number up here. And then y'all could just text on y'all own time. I mean, dog, come on, man. It's about to be a 4-hour podcast, man, for a 4th preseason game. And y'all are just as sick because y'all been here with us. We love y'all for that, though. But let's go, UW. Don't forget, college football starts Saturday as well.
Really?
Right? Yeah, man.
This Saturday?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're locked in, man. Football is here. JMU, their first game is next weekend. Yeah, because I'm down there for that.
This Saturday.
Yeah, it's a game this Saturday, and then next Saturday is Labor Day weekend. Yeah, it'll be games that weekend as well.
It starts Labor Day. What's Pitt's schedule? We play Tennessee second week in September. We play UMass on the 4th. We play Tennessee though, bro.
Is it
at Tennessee? That's when we're gonna be up in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you'll be in JMU.
I'm back and forth.
Yeah,
I'll be in JMU that Friday night Hall of Fame Saturday-ish.
Yeah, because this is Saturday.
And then jet back up, link with the Casa and the Familia. Then after that, take that thing up to the 716 and we get activated. You know how we get activated, baby. You know how we do.
The 4th. What's the game that's this Saturday though? Is it has to be a shit game.
Oh no, he says look, Training Still Diva says it's the Florida Gators are playing on Saturday, September. Oh, that's September 4th. That's the following.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I feel like it starts the 4th.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that though. There's a game this Saturday?
Check it out. Yeah, pull it up. Just college football schedule, man.
I would just be surprised, that's all. No, he's right. Nebraska, Illinois.
Ooh.
Saturday, August 28th.
Shout out to Carlos Davis. Yeah,
Connecticut plays Fresno State. You got Hawaii, UCLA.
Fresno. Shout out to okay.
So yeah, shout out to who was that? Let's go UW. Comment that.
Let's go UW. Shout it out, man.
You're smarter than me.
Yes, indeed, man. Well, not smarter than you. Just he happened to know the schedule. That's all, because you're our resident timekeeper. Anytime I'm like, hey, Deke, what time is it in Asia right now? Let me see. Let's see, they're on this side. It's about 4 p.m. Yeah, give or take a minute. And we'll go pull it right now before 4 p.m. because you like that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't let them hold you. Don't be letting them hold you back like that, man. All right. Mr. Lamborghini Leg Lock. Once again, I love that name, baby. Love that name. The big question he has is, will Deke score in San Diego? Now, I'm going to tell you this. He will not be scoring in San Diego on my watch because I'm taking him to L.A., okay? I'm taking him there. But now, would you score in L.A.?
Listen.
No comment. I plead the fifth. I don't know nothing. I see no evil. I hear no evil. I speak nothing. I don't know anything, all right? I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm going to just make sure he gets there and back safely. That's the only thing that I hold responsible on my end, okay? That's it. I don't know what's happening. When's he's out there, with who, or anything. I am innocent.
I'm not a soccer guy, dude. I don't like to play soccer, so I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. So, no.
So you're good in putting the ball in the net?
Huh?
You're good at putting the ball in the net? Then all right, cool.
That's what I'm saying. I don't play soccer.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it, man.
Aren't there a lot of? That's what he's talking about. There's like a lot of soccer tourneys and stuff out in Cali. Okay, like they have public leagues.
Okay.
What else is he talking about? I don't know.
People saying you getting flued out.
Huh?
They saying you getting flued out. That's what you do when you got the IG model. You got flying out. They saying somebody flying you out there, man. Who flying you? You getting flew out, man? Look, we're gonna make sure you get flew out, bro. We're gonna make sure that get taken care of. All right. Trina's still diva. No. I'm not blocking this love connection between Steph and Deke. No. I encourage all love. Okay. I just simply say that I'm innocent. I don't want to be a part of any situations, where it's like, man, she broke my heart, Moats, man. She told me she loved me. Next thing I know, she ain't never called me back. She ain't comment no more. She ain't laugh. I don't want it. That makes me nervous. That's why I just say I don't know anything. I just, yeah. She might break your heart, bro. She might.
Yeah.
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 And then Anthony just said that your soccer slide into those DMs. Shout out to Deke.
You're funny, man.
All right. But no, in all seriousness, man, the last one that we do have, the last super chat that we have, is from Anthony Sixto. He says, How much do we expect the 17 games? How much do we expect the 17 game schedule or the 17 game season to factor into our younger players and new offensive linemen, either negatively or positively? The length of the season. Now, we always hear about rookie walls. We always hear about guys struggling with just the length of the season at times. You hit that midway point. Oh, I'm burnt out.
You think the extra game plays that much of a factor?
I personally don't. And honestly, the reason I don't this year, some of these guys only played in the spring, right? And some of these guys might have played 3 or 4 games in the fall last season. Just because with COVID, we know not every team played full seasons. Not every player played the full gamut of games, right? So I do think that the rookie wall might not be as prevalent because of that.
Like, who are we talking about then? Yeah. We're talking about Najee. We're talking about Green and Pat.
I don't anticipate Najee having like any issue. I don't anticipate Pat having an issue. Kendrick, all right, maybe. But not,
what does it have to do with the 17 games?
Yeah, it's not 17 games. It's more so just like the other part. Like, yeah. So
that's what I'm thinking too.
I think he'll be fine though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, at least we hope so.
We got one more comment before we tune out here.
You got him? You get this one.
Okay.
Dude, did you really cause the Curry divorce?
Huh?
So Freddie G187 just said that Deke caused the Curry divorce. Did you really break up that happy home? Did you used to play for New England? Now that I think about it,
no,
you do look familiar.
It had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no wonder you changed your appearance. Now you got the beard and the little curls coming off the back. No wonder you switched it up. You trying to lay low, keep Deke? Is that you out here? Was you slinging big Deke energy?
Had nothing to do with it.
You took it out there to the bay. You said, "Oh, okay." You a Splash brother too?
No.
That was just no.
No, I didn't want to.
They said
I didn't want to
see
that at all.
Kanye divorce.
Damn.
Don't tell me you got Kim K.
No.
Wow.
Sonya Curry over Kim K. I think that's clear as day.
I'm not getting in that conversation with you at all. You crazy as heck.
No way.
I'm all the way married. I'm not doing that.
I get you. Okay, you don't have to.
All the way married. Zero comment in that discussion right there.
I rank Sonya Curry higher than Kim K. He's like, don't at me. That's easy. That's not even close. It's not even close.
Okay.
What's the comment saying? Put up the poll. Put up the poll.
That's all. I can't track a bitch on that, man. Yo, y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. Like, bro. I can't. I will not be a part of this. I won't.
What's the chat say?
I can't be a part of that, man. Try to get me in trouble like that, man. No.
That's what Antoine's saying.
No. Talking about put a poll up. No. Y'all want to see me next show, right? Y'all want the show to continue, right? Y'all don't want the show to get shut down, right? We're not worried about YouTube shutting the show down. I have a boss, okay? My boss isn't YouTube. My boss goes by the name of Shonda, okay? I'm not playing any games like that. I'm not putting part. I don't even want to be a part of it because the miscommunication of, well, you put it up. Deke couldn't have been the one to put the poll up. You put the poll. I don't. No, not today. Not today. Y'all can have that conversation in the chat. I'm not following there. No. You're right, Chinks. I'm gonna have to stay in my shoe room. I don't want to stay in the shoe room. Okay, I don't want to sleep down here. I'm good. I'll be live streaming all night.
This is for business, right?
Yeah, I don't need that, man.
It's for podcast.
But I will say this though. We did get Donald Copeland saying Sonya with the fire emojis, and then straight Ace came back and said Kim K. So with that being said, hey now, okay, hey now. That's that. I spoke my piece. But I'm not getting in trouble tonight. Okay. So I'm
trying to look through these comments.
Now they saying it's no longer Cassius Marsh that got smoked with you. They saying it's Dale Curry. Dale Curry finna pull up on you. And we ain't talking about with that 3-ball either. Okay? He gonna pull up on you. That's what all right. You know he got range now. Shoot or shoot.
Listen, I had nothing to do with them breaking up. That's all I gotta say. When a man sees an opportunity though, I think the eye emoji. Yeah. It's kind of just what you got to do.
Just hit it with, hey, big head. Long time no see. You remember me?
I just know what's out there now. I'm aware. That's all.
I'm staying out of trouble. I feel like the more we stay on this, the more I'm gonna get nervous. I'm gonna start sweating. My face gonna look like your face. I'm gonna get red. I don't want to be red tonight. I'm trying to be chilled tonight. Okay. I don't want.
Any what we'll issues. Do. We got a nice donation coming in, but we got 2 chats then.
All right.
So I'll just read off the chats. This is how we switch gears.
Give us the chat. Just keep me alive.
Mr. Moats and Deke.
That was the smoothest Deke.
What do you think of our final record will be? Also, how do you join the upper room? Love the podcast. Yes, indeed.
Oh, did you hear that?
Listen.
Did you just harmonize?
That might have been a little song.
Did you just drop a melody? Wow.
Nah, it ain't like that.
Wow.
Record prediction?
Let me find out Stephanie got you in here singing. Wow.
13-4.
I hear that.
I'm saying 13-4.
Okay.
I think I've been around there. 12 or 13 wins. I'll say 13-4.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you want to save yours.
Oh, I'm waiting. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay tuned though.
And then we got Rashawn Nance.
But hold on. He also asked, how do you join the upper room?
Oh, yeah.
The way to join the upper room, either on a desktop or on your phone. It should be a little $sign thing. I think that's what people were saying in the chat. You just click that for the mobile. I'm not sure. I know the desktop, though, it just simply says join the upper room, or at the end of all the videos, right in the description box, you just check there. It will say, hey, this link, click it to join the upper room. You can click that and take you there as well. So you got options, baby. You got options.
Oh, wow. So Rashawn Nance. I've been a Steelers fan all my life from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
My dad also has been once his whole life.
Okay.
And he has been able to see every Steelers Super Bowl since the 70s. Yeah. First time seeing the last. I was still trying to catch the.
Oh, you're good, man.
The first part of that sentence. My dad also has been.
Dude, you're flustered right now, man.
He needs it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be like an English teacher right now.
Stephanie, she got you flustered. He can't even read today.
I think my dad also has been his whole life. I think he accidentally put once in there. That's all. Okay. That was throwing me off.
Or was it Sonya? Or was it Kim K? Which one were you thinking about? Because you've been thinking about a lot of women tonight. I can't keep up. You went from like
someone's trying to link me up with Lizzo too.
Ooh, well, we do play Minnesota. And the Vikings. I'm just like, man, it could. It's a chance. It's a possibility. But going back to what Rashawn, I was reading that as well. I did see it. But that is dope though, man. All the way from New Orleans, the boot. But first time on the live, man. We're glad that you were able to catch a live, man.
Much appreciation.
Keep catching them, man. We do these things 3 times a week, and we like to have a lot of fun. All right? That's what we do. It's definitely what we do. And it looks like we got one last upper room member before we tap on out this thing. All right? So, boy, this is a heck of a name here. I think you did this just to be mean to me. Okay. HYZPNCZNPNIK. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. I would really like to know what the heck all them letters mean, though. Like, seriously, like, did you see? Like, I was reading, I'm like, are you for real right now? Like, that's a lot of letters. And I don't see any type of connection. Yeah. Please spell it out for us. Thank you, but welcome. And then Rashawn Nance, man, he goes from hopping in on his first live to joining the chat as well, joining the family. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man.
The chats aren't stopping.
Bro, would you get
Myron Bennett? So we're not stopping either.
We're not leaving.
Came to watch the pod post live, and y'all still going. Must have been a good night with the super chats.
Call us out. Yeah, Myron, it's definitely been a good night. It's definitely that's a fair way to put it, man. Sometimes you can come on at the beginning and you come around 2:45. We off. You catch the replay. Sometimes here we are still. Yes. You missed a lot. But it's been an awesome time. Definitely go back and check out my man right here. Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, what is this? Deke finally said it. The upper room took you 1,000 episodes. Yeah, they were waiting for you to say it. You did.
All it took was a super chat, huh?
That was it. A super
because
chat.
I had to read the chat, right?
That was it, man. That's all we wanted. That's it. So now we can't go out on a high note. Try to make sure nothing else popping in.
No pun there, huh?
I left it alone. See, I left it alone. I was leaving it alone. I don't want to get in trouble tonight, man. See, because now that it's wind down time, I'm leaving out of here, and I need to make sure that I'm not in trouble. Okay.
We might be hitting up a bar after this, huh? You're rolling out with me.
No, I hope not. But you never know, though. Stay tuned. But anywho, think we got them all.
I think we're good.
A super chat and a stuff is definitely what funny making JG called it, and that is definitely what it has been. So, everybody, hope you enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your night. Stay safe out here. All right. We are back, Saturday, right?
Saturday morning-ish?
Yeah. Not morning-ish, kind of. Noonish. Yes, noonish, morningish. We'll give y'all the update, but Saturday morning-ish is when we're tuning in, all right? So with that being said, man, we look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all there. And until next time, baby.
Peace.